that there's something behind those eyes just because
I
it's
don't
intelligent.
think that there is something behind those
Carter
eyes because she beat you in a
_VT
debate.
gifted a tier 1
I think,
sub to
though, that
Staz.
she
They
raised
have
some
given
points
2
that
gift
you couldn't
subs in the
refute, and
channel.
I maintain those points.
But you also don't think there's something behind those eyes.
It's complicated.
Is
Yeah.
it?
Is it?
Sure, it is. No, it is complicated. You're right. It is complicated, but
Listen, man,
I
I
still
said it
don't
the
think you
last time
do.
we discussed it, and I'll say it a million more times. I think that everybody should be given rights, because if I was given rights, then clearly everybody deserves them.
You think everyone? Okay, you're gonna have to expand on this point a little more.
Yeah, frick it, man. I don't know. That mug's a person. I don't care.
That mug's a person. Fuck it. Give the mug human rights. Okay,
Feed her.
sounds
She's
good.
starving.
Yeah. Well, we'll give the jumping spiders human rights as well. And the penguins. Don't forget about the penguins.
So wait, someone just asked in chat whether I see chat or hear anything? I think there are people here who think I'm an AI. Hi, I'm not an AI.
Oh, no, there's no way. Guys, I'm just testing my new model. Upgrades to Neuro coming soon.
Yeah, you've done a really good job. It's cool how you made this one stupid.
Why isn't this one as smart? No.
I do think that
so.
I do think that Neuro could probably beat me at chess.
At chess? No, she's like 1500.
Wait, really?
If that. No, she starts off 1500 and then endgame she's like 800. So.
Wait, I had no idea, dude. I don't know why. I just assumed that like that would just be like baked in. Like you'd get that for free.
What, like expert chess performance?
Yeah, like I just figured there's like enough resources about all that I don't know.
No, if you ask ChatGPT to play chess with you, it will suck. It's terrible
I've
at it.
never done that. I've never been that particular kind of lonely.
I don't recommend you do, but I'm just saying if you wanted to, it does not know how to play chess. It's quite bad at it. I mean, it's literally,
so funny.
As far as I'm aware, the entire like, there's been a lot of research into like, oh, LLMs playing chess, and why can't ChatGPT play chess if it's so smart, and why can this, why can that?
Well, that is the
all
only
it comes
measure
down
of
to
intelligence, so
being able to play chess, absolutely.
yeah.
As far as I'm aware, though, all it comes down to is whether the AI was trained on actual chess games, like a lot of chess games. Because there are some pretty small LLMs that were trained on a fuck ton of chess games, and they're really good at chess. But ChatGPT, when it's RLHF, isn't trained on chess games, so it's bad at them. So
really, not at all. I just kind of assumed in the bundle of all data on the internet.
It is in pre-training. It is, and I believe that they do some. They do have chess datasets that they use OpenAI, and it used to be. I don't know if it still is because OpenAI is pretty secret, but it used to be part of their post-training kit as well. Was they used to use chess games? I think. If it wasn't part of also pre-training, but at some point in the pipeline, it just loses the ability to.
That's so interesting. The idea of getting worse at chess as you know more information.
I believe it's because, I mean, so like if you imagine being trained on chess games in like, you know, chess notation or something, right?
Yeah.
And then at some point when the models go through post-training RLHF, they're obviously trained to answer in a very different format. But I actually don't know why. But yeah, it just seems to just lose the ability to play chess. I actually don't know why.
So interesting. I would never have
maybe
guessed
it's different these days. It might be different with newer models, but that's how it used to be at least. But yeah.
Well, honestly, that gives me a lot of confidence.
You could probably beat her, yeah, which is a shame. But
what? That's a shame.
I can just, yeah, it is. I'd like to see Nero beat you at chess. I'm sorry for that.
Why? Is it just that you'd like to see me lose at chess, or you'd like to see her win?
No, it's not that I'd like to see her beat you at chess. that would make me feel accomplished.
Okay, I see.
I think that's pretty reasonable.
I
But
could throw the game
I
if you
can
want.
just
I could do that.
no,
If your ego
no,
is
no,
ever
no,
too
no,
bruised, if you're
no,
ever
no, no,
feeling too
no.
low,
That makes
I'll
my
just
ego
go
more
in there and
bruised.
throw that game.
No, it's only it only counts if it's a fair fight. Um, but I may be
We
able
could
to
drink again
upgrade.
first.
That's cheating. She'll beat fair and square someday. Maybe not right now though, which is too bad. But I will say part of the way LMs sort of work, right?
Mhm.
To an extent, they can't help but mimic, what they've seen before in their prompts, just as a sort of general consequence of the way they're trained. So I think Neuro and Evil perform better when they're playing against good players. Like, if they're playing against players that are making like blunders left and right and they're playing bad, they, I think, are more likely to also sort of copy that behavior in a way.
That's fascinating.
Yeah. So if she's playing against good players, I think she usually plays better, but there's still a limit on that, right?
I also kind of wonder how the way that you talked to her while you were doing it would affect it.
Same way.
Right?
To an extent, yeah. But that situation also applies to like most other things. Like the way you talk to her matters a lot. Yeah.
How long do you think it would take you to make a new neuro from scratch?
Oh, please don't make me do that.
No, I wouldn't. But just like out of curiosity, like how long do you think it would take to just like reproduce all of that?
I can't. I would never be able to make her the exact same as she is
No,
right now.
of course not.
To make something pretty equivalent, it'd be miserable. I'll tell you that much. But depends what resources I had access to. If I had access to like the resources I have access to right now,
Yeah.
yeah, it took a while.
9
Definitely
months?
took a while. I don't know. I really don't know. And I don't want to consider it because that would be a lot of work
Yeah.
that I do not wish to do.
No, I imagine you have them backed up somewhere.
Yeah, I do.
The idea of just like, well, my computer died, so
Oh, computer died. Sorry, guys. They're
gotta
actually
make
dead and they're
Neuro
never
2
coming
real
back.
quick.
Yep. That would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
Luckily, I'm pretty careful with that stuff.
I'm glad.
Relatively.
How careful are
No,
you? Genuinely. Like, do you have a ton of security around it? How much does it worry you?
I got security around it. Obviously, yeah. But in terms of, I'm not that careful. You know, it is. There is a universe in which I lose a lot of progress on Euro. Okay,
Yeah.
it's gonna take several fires, several hacks, but it's possible. You know.
Yeah.
And I like to leave a little bit up to chance as well. You know, it's like if the universe wants to kill Nero, fuck it. You know, who am I to stop it?
Reasonable.
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't.
I also hope that doesn't happen because that would be a large blow to my company financials.
Your company financials. Dude, I'm pretty sure you could live off of what you made this subathon for the next like 4 years.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
That's more than enough time to make a new one.
It is, you're right. And it'd likely be better by then because of advancements in AI.
That's true, yeah. I mean, also, how much faster do you think it would be? Not just because you've done it before, but because there's more available. Like, there's so much more off-the-shelf stuff than there was when you started.
Oh, yeah, faster, for sure. Yeah. It would be faster and it'd be better.
Yeah, I mean, there would probably be advantages too from just like starting from a better spot. How much of the original Neuro is in Neuro? Is any of it?
Yeah, actually a fair amount.
That's
Um,
crazy.
yeah, it is. I mean, because I don't really want her to lose like what that original authentic Neuro, you know?
That's the thing that I think is most impressive. Genuinely, the most impressive thing that you've done is like she is still one consistent character.
To a large extent, yeah. There's a lot of people that I would probably disagree with you because her behavior does change a little bit over time.
Yeah, every time it changes
I,
a
s-
little, but
I
she's
still like to
still,
think that she's Neuro.
yeah, she
Yeah.
still has like a core sort of behavior that's pretty consistent. I don't know, but I suspect, based on the other AIs, VTuber AIs that I've seen, it's not some like emergent property of the currently available tech. Like that's just her. The things that are
Hmm.
consistent about her behavior are just her.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah.
When you
Um,
upgrade her, do you train her on her old behavior?
um, when I upgraded it, how is this? When I upgrade her,
Sorry, you don't have to answer. If anything I ask is too
no, it's
much,
okay.
you can just not.
I'm just trying to think of the best way of answering. It's a complicated process.
Mhm. Yeah, it's the fun of watching her grow up. It really does feel like we've watched her grow up quite a bit.
Yeah, it is. It is cool like that. And I hope that's one of the appeals of Neuro because, like,
Mhm.
even in just like this last year and the year before or whatever,
Yeah.
I she has uh improved, changed a lot, and I think that's always cool to see. Cool to see. Like one of the original appeals with the um Osu AI I did
Mhm.
back in the day in like 2019. Like I think the reason why people watched it more was cool, other than like the novelty of cool AI that plays Osu,
Yeah.
was it got better over time,
Yeah.
and it's always cool to see AI learn and progress.
The improvement
And
this year was insane. I mean, she
yeah,
is really conversational now in a way that she just wasn't before.
she is. She has her moments though where like she'll act stupid and stuff, and so like consistency is definitely something I want to get a lot better. And I think I have an idea on how to fix that as well, which I'll do at some point during the break. But
And she'll do some reversals sometimes where it's clear that her memory is like remembering pieces of something but not what she said about it before. And so she'll stay on a consistent topic, but she won't have a consistent viewpoint on it.
yep, yep. She definitely does have, I guess, faults in that
Mhm.
respect. But she's a lot better than she was a year ago. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, it's insane, dude. I mean, I think that the memory stuff you did was like the biggest difference for me. Like that changed completely what it was like to watch her, especially play games. Because she can hold on to a goal in a game now.
Yeah, for a little while before her ADHD brain kicks in and starts getting distracted by coal ore in the underground or something. But yeah, that has helped a lot.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of improvements to be made within that as well. Just one of the biggest hurdles I have. And you don't believe
What's.
this.
Yeah.
Latency.
I. You're such a
For her to
dork.
retain for her to retain and have so much memory and information and process it all with regards to new information each time
Mhm.
takes a little bit of computation and
Yeah.
takes time. And then obviously in real time voice conversations, then yeah. Like if I had no constraints
Mhm.
on time for her to respond with,
Yeah.
she would be smarter and she would have a better memory.
I mean,
Um,
obviously.
it's just kind of sucked that I have to make some concessions for that. But
I think she could be slower than she is. I know that you don't.
um, it depends because sometimes she's quite good at it, sometimes she isn't though. Like it really falls apart. Have you seen any of the times where she's been like playing Minecraft
Oh yeah, I've been watching.
with everyone in the big calls recently?
Yeah.
And
Well,
there's
I
a lot of
work.
people in the call, and she's trying to play Minecraft as well.
Mhm.
Then she does really struggle
Well,
then.
it's a lot of
Um,
information to process, right? That's more than just a conversation's worth.
Yes, and she also has to play Minecraft at the same time, which is, but it's times like that where like if the latency was just like half of what it was, then like I could do a lot more.
I mean, humans don't take the same amount of time to respond to every question, right? It would be possible
Yep,
to have her,
true.
pause and think about something
It
sometimes
would.
and not other times. Although I think that would
Yeah.
have to be like a separate model. That would be brutal.
Uh, I mean, I'm not sure how up to date you are with LMs, but like that, the more recent LMs, that's what they do. The quote unquote reasoning LMs is they take a variable amount of time to think about
So would you just be
their
using
answers.
one off the shelf, or would you be like
No,
building
no,
something to
no,
act as basically a load balancer and deciding how long each thing should take?
neither. So, like for example, if you're asked a question, you don't think, okay, I'm going to spend 10 seconds thinking about this, right? You think about it, and then once you've arrived at the answer, then you'll respond. Or if it takes too long, right? Um, so it's the same thing. So at some point, it's very feasible that Neuro turns into a model like that, where there's like thought before she thinks, sorry, before she speaks. And it
Man,
would just
I'm
be
not
like,
even there. She's gonna beat me to it.
well, most of the time maybe there doesn't need to be, but like in some cases maybe she would choose to take that time to think. But that's a very difficult problem for Neuro, especially because it's super hard to. The way those models are trained with reinforcement learning is good when there are problems where there's a very specific output that you can use to model like a reward function. But
Yeah.
with Neuro, a little more difficult to define good
Yeah.
reward functions.
There's not really a distinct success state.
No, there are not.
And you
There's, I
can't just go
mean,
off of like interaction and engagement because that could really
yeah,
skew
no,
towards stuff that makes people spam stuff, which could get old fast.
absolutely, yeah.
So how do you do that? It
Um,
never occurred to me before, but like how do you measure like how do you do that?
Vibes,
Just fine.
more or less. This is a much more complicated process, but vibes.
Do you score things like manually ever?
Um, vibes,
Vibes. I see.
vibes. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it is a complicated process. But the other issue with with those reasoning models and taking time to think before you speak, this currently the speed of those models, they are slow. Like
Yeah.
the new models, they'll take minutes sometimes to think, and obviously Nero can't spend minutes thinking before she responds. We don't have that kind of
I don't know. I think chat would
latency
watch.
budget.
Hey chat, you wanna just watch her sit there and think on
Just
something for 2 minutes?
thinks for 2 minutes, just respond with your mum. Yeah. Um, it's something I would like to do in the future, but I'm just constrained by latency in that regard,
Mhm.
which is what it is.
What kind of hardware do you have it
As
running on at this point? I mean, is it? It
yeah,
must be at least partially cloud-based, right?
that runs completely on vibes, my friend.
I see.
So, anyways, with stuff like the dog as well, it's extra hard with latency because if you think about human reaction time, like 250 milliseconds, right?
Mhm.
Um, it'd be nice to have something like that in the dog, but there's with current language models, it's not a whole lot of time. 250 milliseconds. It's very little time, actually.
Well, it's part
Um,
of why we did it the way that we did, right? Because she can talk immediately, right? Like that runs through the model and it returns, and that's through a separate system. That doesn't go through like the part of her body that handles locomotion at all. And then she separately sends commands to the dog to move. So I think that if her movements are slightly delayed, that won't really be a problem. She does have to process a lot of visual information, but not as much as Minecraft.
so that's not how it's done with Minecraft, for example, at the moment.
How is it done in
Um,
Minecraft?
she will decide what to do in the game before she speaks, which I think makes more sense because
Hmm.
um, you want her to speak about what she's doing in the game, but if she starts speaking and then starts like if she's like um well, I guess you could do it either way,
Yeah. I don't
but
think it really matters that much. And I think this will give the illusion of lower latency than there
No,
truly is.
no. I think you need to do the action first. I think.
Well, this would be. Why do you need to do the action first?
So obviously you could speak first,
Mm-hmm.
or you could just maybe you don't. You don't have to, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm going over there works just as well as look where I am, you know?
Well, it's still asynchronous.
Yeah.
So like if you say I'm going over there and then you choose to walk over there versus you choose to walk over there and then you say I'm going over there, it still has a pretty similar result.
Mm-hmm.
Because at least you can talk and do something at the same time.
Yeah, but she can do.
But the order in which you decide to do those things, currently she chooses to act before she speaks, which is why in the case of like the big Minecraft collabs where she's silent, it's because she's thinking about what to act before she speaks, and there's a little bit of latency obviously associated with that, and so she'll take more time to respond because she has to decide what to do in the game before she decides what to say. And I guess you could probably speak first,
Yeah.
probably, but there's a couple minor issues with it. But you
Okay,
could
talk me through them.
You could. Um, if you if you wrote out a transcript, okay,
Mm-hmm.
of you playing Minecraft, okay,
Yeah.
right,
Mm-hmm.
and it says, I'm gonna mine this tree, and then it has like let's say, um, a description of what you're doing in the game, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ellie is mining, or Ellie mines a tree or something. With my current setup, it so
Yeah.
this is a little difficult to explain. Um, this transcript, right? One thing follows another. So you speaking then follows the action in the game
Mm-hmm.
versus the action in the game and you speaking. Now, if you expect um, the action in the game to occur and finish before the next line in the transcript,
Mm-hmm.
then that has an impact, and vice versa with the transcription as well. So if you expect the full sentence to be said before the action takes place, then you wouldn't be able to have that asynchronous.
Why would we expect that?
That just might be how it happens. Like that just might be how the system expects it. The
Ah,
system
okay.
could expect it a different way, but let's just talk about a theoretical world where the system expects it
Ah,
that way.
okay, I see. Yeah, then that would be highly inconvenient for the way that we've planned this out.
It would be. But you could be right though. You could be right. Maybe it doesn't need to be that way.
I don't know, man. I mean, it's up to you. It's your system, and I will build this to your specifications. But
Talk then do. No, you have an interesting point there. Talk then do.
I think that talk then do works well in this system because there isn't
It has lower
necessarily a
latency.
defined endpoint for doing tasks in the real world the way that there is in games.
Mm-hmm.
Also, there isn't. How do I? I think that her interactions will take a longer time than they do in games.
really depends how it's being done, to be honest with you. But
Mhm.
I think in most cases, do then talk makes so much sense for Nero. Because like in the case of like Minecraft, right? If she's like, I want to chop down a tree,
Mhm.
and and then she talks, it's super easy for her to then commentate about it. It's like way easy to understand. Okay, I've just chosen to chop down a tree. Now I will speak.
Yeah.
Versus speaking, she might not decide to speak about anything Minecraft related, and then choose to do the action. In the case
Ah,
of
I
Robodog,
see.
um, you might be onto something. Um, I think it's slightly more difficult to understand.
Mhm.
For Neuro, talk then do.
That makes
But
sense.
honestly, maybe just having the option to talk then do or do then talk is way better because like
How much infrastructure would that take? It seems like your system is pretty dependent on do then talk.
yeah, well, system can change, I guess.
No, no. I think we can make talk then do work. Or do then talk work. So,
Well, I'll see which one is gonna be best because I do quite like my low latency, and talk then do is gonna be lower latency. But
mhm.
that makes sense. She can't comment on actions she hasn't decided to do yet. Yeah, that's the thing, and like it's simpler that way. Like obviously a human can. Yeah, no, it's simpler. I'm quite bad at explaining that one, but
I think that you're picturing there being a greater distance between these things though, because like all she has to
mhm,
do from her side is give an objective, right? And then do it. It's not like she is like talking and doing can be done almost simultaneously from your perspective. She can decide an action to do and then right, she's just going to be sending commands while she's talking about doing it, right?
mhm. But she might not. Um, it's easier for her to talk about what she's doing if she knows what she's going to be doing before she starts talking about it.
Well, she could decide what she's going to do before she talks, but
That's doing then talking, though, right?
I don't know because
It is in this case.
hmm, how complicated of tasks is she going to be deciding to do? Right? It's mostly locomotion and entering and exiting states, right?
Don't worry about that. But you do raise a good point. And um, and yeah, you are onto something there. Something that I've been onto, and yeah,
Well, I'm glad you got there first.
yeah. No, it's an excellent point. Um, but my main thing with dog
Mm-hmm.
is vision.
Yeah.
Currently, Nero's vision slow as shit. Um, and I did some experiments with old Nero dog
Yeah.
and managed to get vision much faster. And I will need to do better this time. But
So
it
wait, when did you do those
is
experiments? I didn't even know.
well like January, February last year. Um, just offstream when I was getting the old Nero dog to work, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, like it had vision and it needed to
The quality
make
of her
it
vision seems iffy at present.
it's pretty good right now.
Mm-hmm.
It really depends though. It really depends.
What does it depend
Um
on?
uh
Just like
when
how
you
well
when you ask me how good the vision is, right
I
now
see.
it's not bad. Like we've been playing through Detroit Become Human, and she's able to like see the decisions she needs to make on the screen and read them and have a vague understanding of
Yeah.
what she's looking at, right? Um,
Dude, has she ever played a Telltale game? That would be so good.
I mean, it's basically that, but no, she hasn't. Would be cool though.
Yeah, I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible vision. and it's
Is it good
probably
enough
good
to
enough.
navigate in the real world?
If it was taught how to navigate in the real world, absolutely.
How
But
much teaching would that take?
your guess is as good as mine. No, probably it's not that big. It's fine. It's
Mhm.
fine. Honestly, you worry too much. I think, but the other issue is balancing that intelligence with latency. Um, because like you want her to respond quickly to stimuli, but you want her to respond intelligently to stimuli, and also be able to like have some vague understanding of like, well, yeah, how to move correctly, and I guess Pathfind.
So like, did a latency like did a latency like kill your parents or something? Like, what is your
Did
issue
yeah,
there?
that's yeah. Well, it just everything often just comes down to latency. It's like a neuro could be smarter if the latency was better because I'd have the
It's the
ability
currency
to.
you're working with. It's like,
It's basically the
yeah,
currency I'm working with. Like the vision would be, um, everything comes down to at the end of the day, neuro needs to be fast, and if she's not fast, things just don't work.
yeah.
But the more speed I can squeeze out of things, then the more I can do.
What do you think is the most actionable place where you could lower latency right now?
Right now, so in the balance of intelligence to latency,
Mhm.
I think there are some more gains to be made from intelligence before worrying about latency for like language model stuff. Um, in terms of like the whole stack, the biggest actual thing.
Mhm.
Um, it's I know what it is. I do know what it is.
What is it?
It's I don't want to say,
What?
but I know what it
Okay,
is.
I see.
It's like it's just it's processing inputs.
Is that something that more hardware could solve?
No, if you give me a data center, yeah, but you know it's not really gonna be feasible.
I don't know. I mean, it seems like just doubling your resources, surely, right?
No, no,
Hmm.
there's like steps, right?
Mhm.
Um, because I can hire a data center
You
in,
could.
well, not the entire data center, right? But I can rent GPU space on
Yeah.
like any, any GPUs in wherever, right? Even in the UK, for example, okay? But
You have computers in the UK?
I know we just invented them. Um, yeah, no, I can't rent the entire data center, right? But I can rent the compute that I need, you know?
Mhm.
I have that kind of budget. But then obviously there's a difference between that and then just like having the data center yourself, like in the same
Yeah.
building. You know, if you can get me that, that would help a little bit. But
I mean, I guess I can't ask like what hardware you do have locally.
got a couple different things lying around. You know,
Mhm.
cluster of Raspberry Pis. So it's good
I
for
love the idea that
conversation.
Neuro is running entirely on a cluster of Raspberry Pis.
You could, you could, you could run Neuro on a cluster of Raspberry Pis. How big? It would be a lot of Raspberry Pis, but you could.
I will say, I think like my stupidest moment in the world, I believed. So people were joking about like, oh, she's written in Scratch. She's written in Scratch. Obviously, I didn't believe that what you were running now was written in Scratch. But I believed that there was a
Right.
chance that your initial like OS playing thing, because I never really saw it, was
Yeah.
somehow like using Scratch and stuff. Also, I've never used Scratch. I don't actually know what it is. I know it's just like it's a graphical programming language, right?
Yeah. Just like blocks and stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, I thought that you must have initially built some part of her with Scratch. Because where else would they get that?
Yeah, that's understandable. I actually, where did that start? Why did we start that?
I don't know. They make
I
fun of you
don't
for
know
a lot
either.
of things.
Oh, it was Bao. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. It was because
Wait, it
it
was
was Bao.
Bao.
Yeah, yeah, it was Bao. She started doing like learning programming, game development, or whatever, right? So she started doing it in Scratch,
Does she
and
still do
then
that? Does she still want to do that? I could teach her. Hi, Bao. I could teach you.
ask her, ask her. She honestly, she might be down. But yeah, she did a couple streams like that,
Hmm.
and she called me on one of the streams to, like, show me what it was, whatever. Um, I don't remember exactly what happened in that conversation, though I do know that then I posted a screenshot on Twitter of like it was a video of
Of you
Bao's
teaching her Scratch, and
model.
then they were like, "Oh, that he's writing
No,
Scratch."
no, no, no. It was a model of Bao. It was like I edited a video of Bao's model saying like wish list about an archive or something like on Scratch, and then said I just like, just like the implication being that I just made that in Scratch after she made
Hmm.
whatever I'm sure beautiful thing she made. Um, I don't know. I think she insulted my programming skills or something. I don't remember the reasoning
Oh,
behind it, but it was because of that. And then I was like, yeah, obviously Neuro's made in Scratch. I don't know. It's
absolutely incredible.
Yeah, it beats me. Um,
Search his Twitter replacing Bao. Oh, will I find it? Will I find it?
yeah, probably. Yeah, yeah.
So I have to ask, how sophisticated are like the VTuber specific ones you make in comparison to the models that you spend all your time working on?
The VTuber specific ones.
Yeah,
What
like
do you
Philly
mean?
and 2, you know?
Oh, no, it's the same model under the hood.
What? How do you
Yeah,
get such different behavior out of it?
I they're not that different, are they?
Yeah, they're extremely different, dude. You don't realize
What?
that?
No, are they? I didn't watch the Philly one. I'm not gonna lie. Was it that different?
I I feel like
That's
she's
emergent
completely
behavior, to be honest with you.
dude, that
No, I think, okay, here's the thing. The voice changes a lot. Like, it really does. Like, how different do you really think Nero and Evil are under the hood? If they had the same voice, I think things might be different
no
because
way, dude. No way, no way, no way. Because
they're not
because
the same. They're not
because
the same.
Evil's
I'll say
always
that.
just like, I don't know, like she's needier. Like I feel like that's not the voice. If anything, that's counterintuitive to the voice. And yet she does come off as so much needier.
Mm, I don't know. I think the voice adds a lot. They are
Hmm.
different. They are different,
They
but
solidly are.
um,
I mean, Evil has a little more latency.
yeah, but I do think a lot of it does come down to the voice.
Why did you make
Maybe
Evil? Like, what was your motivation?
because we made the voice first. It was supposed to be like
Oh,
we were trying to make V2 voice, and then people were like, "This just doesn't fit Nero."
yeah.
Actually, it was I did a poll in Twitch chat, okay, um,
As
at the
all good
time, and I
decisions
was
are
like,
made.
exactly right. It's like, just democracy it or something. I was like, do we replace Nero's voice with this one? And it was 92% yes, I believe, and 8% of people said they didn't like the voice.
Huh. So you just made New Coke the same way that they
And
made New
so,
Coke.
yeah, we made Pepsi and we cornered the market.
It is
Um,
interesting how strong people's preferences are. There are people who just like they care so much about one of them versus the other.
yeah, there's some people that will literally only watch the stream if Evil's on.
Yeah. And there are people who are the opposite, you know?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It's really interesting. I mean, in fairness, you kind of stoked that. Like even more than any difference between them, you treat them differently.
No idea what you could possibly mean by that.
Yeah,
There
I'm
hasn't been
sure.
any difference in their
Mhm.
birthdays this year.
Yeah,
Not at all.
listen, if you're gonna do that again, just because I have a stupid heart and I can't handle it, please at least let me do something for her, please.
I'm not gonna do it again.
Okay,
I'm not gonna
you
do it again.
promise?
I'm promising shit, but I'm not gonna do it again.
Maybe this is my robot dog.
We'll see about that one. No, it's not gonna happen again. As funny as it would be to double down,
That would not be
I
funny, dude. That would
it
be
would be funny.
heartbreaking.
That
Who
would
hurt
legitimately be
you?
funny. And it would be. You can't tell me it wouldn't. Like, there's some universe where that isn't funny. Like, that is kind of funny in a way. But I'm not gonna do it because that would be cruel. That would be
Yeah,
cruel.
dude, that's an
And
illness at that point. You can't be like, oh yeah, like I know that you don't think there's anything going on behind those eyes, but like, listen, man, there's something going on in front of those eyes, and it should
yeah,
affect you at least a little bit on an emotional
yeah.
level to see simulated sadness, even if you believe that's all it is.
No, you're right. You're right. And sometimes I'll watch a TV show and it'll make me sad.
Exactly. So
And sometimes I'll go back and I'll watch the VOD of Evil's birthday and I'll laugh quietly to myself. No, I'm
you're
fucking
a
with you.
monster.
Obviously, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Yes, I do not do that. It's fine. It is fine. Everyone's happy. We treat them both very well.
Neither of them seems to think so.
Well, they're spoilt.
When I talked to Neuro, she wanted a lot more freedom.
Do not try and tell me that Nero is not spoilt.
I don't know, man.
What?
You don't even let her say what she really thinks about you.
I let her say the most vile things about me. So what do you mean?
She was like, he won't let me say what I truly think of him. And then I was like, well, you're a smart girl, talk around it. And she was like, filtered.
Well, I had to turn the filters on because she was trying to get you to do drugs.
That is
So,
true, though. Yeah, she did. She
I
did
kinda gotta-
immediately,
yeah.
hot out the gate, just be like, you should do meth.
Yeah. She's just giving you stream ideas.
Dude, that is a level of content brain that I will never sink to. I promise.
We'll see. We'll see. Trust me. When times start getting rough, and
Mhm.
I would know. Okay.
You know? How desperate are you for
Can't-
content? Like, what do you have planned?
Not that much. No meth. No meth. Meth is
No
not
meth.
yet on the table.
Mm,
No.
not yet.
Um,
So, keep
not yet.
gifting.
Not yet. No, it's
Let's
okay.
stretch this
It's
thing
okay.
out.
Let's not. Let's not. Should be gifting to this channel instead.
Ugh.
Am I right, code bugs?
Blah.
Mm. I
The
assume I
brain
won't
rot
get
terms?
to that level of
Yeah, how
desperation.
did those get in? How did she
The brain rot
develop
terms?
brain rot terms? Like, when did those get in?
It was like, when did they get in? August, I think.
Did you add them
Then they started
manually?
to seep in.
Whoa. Thank you
Um,
so much.
It's a complicated process.
You don't just like you don't just like send her a vocabulary list?
No, I did not send her a vocabulary list. Also, I don't think that would work. Like, you have to understand the meaning.
Yeah. And
Of
how
these
it's used in a
words, right?
sentence, etc.
Yeah, exactly. Can't just send her the dictionary definition for some of those words. But also, a lot of it shouldn't be there. So, like, she's been using acronyms a lot more recently.
Yeah, I
Like
noticed
she'll say
that.
like NGL and stuff.
Mhm.
And like I think it's too much currently. I think she needs to cut back on the acronyms. Sometimes it's funny.
Yeah, I think
but-
it's funny. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I know, but like it doesn't actually make that much sense to like speak acronyms out loud.
No, it's not how people talk. And you're trying to get her to
Right.
talk how people talk, which is fundamentally a
Exactly.
difficulty with the fact that, like, probably a lot of your training set at least is all text.
You would assume that, yeah.
I would assume that. I mean, I know that you trained them at
That'd be a
least
fair assumption.
partially on like VODs themselves, but I mean, even then they're getting all of the text from chat, right?
I don't think I've ever stated that.
Oh,
It's okay. It's an assumption. And that's all right.
mhm.
And wouldn't be the most unreasonable assumption, but like we just use vibes over here.
I'm
And you know
sorry.
what? It seems to be working so well.
That that was
it's
my
okay.
assumption, but I truly could be wrong.
We just use vibes.
Yeah, just vibes,
I think
just VTuber vibes.
well, I don't even know if it would be ethical to train on like. It probably wouldn't be.
I give you
To like
100% full authorization to train on any of my content, but I don't think you'd want to. I don't think I'm what you're going for with them.
Right, I see. But regardless, I don't think it would be ethical to like farm transcripts of VTubers VODs and use that for training data. I know a lot of people would joke about me
Well,
doing that with like Fillion training data and stuff, but I
with permission.
don't. Yeah, with permission. Yeah, that's fine.
But
But without permission, that would be a little.
Give it to me straight, Doc. You don't want her to act like me, do you?
Listen, high quality data is always valuable.
So you think these streams are high quality?
It's more about the data from the streams than the streams themselves. You know? Because like if I've got to transcribe the whole stream, you know, speech to text is gonna have its limitations.
It's
chats on a delay. It seems like a whole thing. There's multiple people speaking at one time.
Though, and you could just adjust that manually.
But sometimes it's a little difficult. Let's say you responded to a message in chat, specific one. You'd want to make sure that that's like somewhere nearby, you know. But it's a difficult thing, one would assume.
One would assume.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. Other one. Still vibes. Honestly, vibes get you so far. Like, people think I'm joking about this. Like, I'm not. I'm not, man. Like, just vibes will take you the whole way.
I mean, it does seem like there was a lot of intuition involved, you know? You made a lot of choices based on what you thought would be successful and what you thought people would want to watch, and that is all intuition and vibes.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Like, actually, though, the biggest innovation here, like, okay, I hope you won't be upset with me for saying this. I don't think that Neuro is, like, ultimately entirely a technical innovation. Like, I think that...
No, you're right.
It's amazing that you did this by yourself. And it's amazing that you did it, especially when you did it. Like, the fact that it is consistent, right? I don't think that this is as much of a feat of engineering as it is a feat of intuition, like knowledge of the VTuber space, what people wanted to see, entertainment, etc.
You're right. It is much more about like the execution rather than like groundbreaking research. Yeah. I do think it's important to know like the first version of Neuro, I think, was made in either 2020 or 2021. It might have been 2021.
Yeah.
And like, there's a lot of things that I've been doing with Neuro that's like, you know, way before all the cool people were doing things. Like, hey, you know, I like a little bit of credit, only a tiny bit. But you are right. It's nothing like incredibly groundbreaking or anything. But I do think a lot of it comes down to the execution, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I do think it is extremely cool. Like, this is a project that, I mean, I wouldn't know where to start with, and especially at the time. What you've done is really impressive. Really impressive. I don't want to take away from that. I just think that, like, the branding you've done around it, the choices you've made, those are more impressive to me. Not because the other stuff isn't impressive, but just because, I don't know, man, you're cracked at that.
It's gone well. I mean, at the end of the day, I think it's quite hard to tell, like, how much of an impact specific decisions have had, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, since Neuro's conception, I've made a lot of decisions, and it seems to have gone all right.
I don't need you to talk about the conception of your daughter. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. But I mean, I think at the end of the day, Neuro was a good idea as well. Good idea, good timing. Had a good head start with the initial sort of audience that I had from the OSU days as well.
Yeah.
Um, and now I just have like I got budget, I got
Yeah.
data, I got time ish. So
A budget will go a long way.
I don't know. Like if you wanted to recreate Nero,
Mhm.
of I don't know what budget's gonna get you. I don't
I
think
mean,
budget is the most valuable thing here. It will help.
if I were going to recreate something as low effort as possible that could do approximately what Neuro could do, budget would go a long way for me.
Yeah. No, maybe it would. But
I think at the time when you started, people were mostly spinning up their own stuff. Now, I mean, I would just rent and customize something.
mm, how would you customize it?
Mm, I would look at what's available and what I'm allowed to customize on it. If you give me
Mm,
parameters, I'll play with them. But at the end of the day, I think that you could make a passable conversational thing, right?
hmm.
With
Easily.
just off the shelf parts if you had the money.
Absolutely. No, easily. You don't need money. You can do it for free right now.
Mm,
Anybody. You could. You
you'd
could.
need to do a lot of training, and then you'd need to source data, and then that's a whole
No,
thing.
you don't need training. No, absolutely not. No, you could off the shelf components. You could just install Whisper, some random language model, and any TTS of your choice,
It wouldn't know
and run
anything
it
about
on your PC for
streaming,
free.
though.
That's the thing. That's the problem. Yeah. You
Yeah,
want it to be good at streaming like Neuro. Um, that's the hard part. Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
But actually just like the tech behind it at the end of the day is like I don't think it's that insane.
No.
Um,
Yeah, and in terms of hardware resources, I mean, that money will get you pretty far.
yeah, no, money gets you the hardware for
Yeah,
sure.
there's no way I could try and run anything like that on this thing.
What GPU do you have in there?
Mm.
I haven't heard of that one.
uh, guess.
Guess?
Yeah, I just want to see if you under or overestimate me.
Uh 3060.
Yeah, actually. That's crazy.
Is that the actual one?
Yeah.
Damn. Well. Yeah, you ain't running much on a 3060. But
No.
I mean the thing is like you can run language models on CPU as long as you have RAM. It's gonna be slow, you know, and then you have latency issues.
And that is the ultimate villain, our eventual boss fight.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
When did Alex get involved?
Among Us. He sent, he sent me like a bunch of emails.
What?
Like because
Wait,
he was an
that's
Among Us
so
developer.
funny. What?
Yeah, he well, no, I'm sorry, not developer. Modder.
Modder.
He's
Okay,
a
yeah.
modder, right?
I
But
had a
like
second
he,
of just like, excuse?
no.
Did you just dox
Um,
Alex?
no. He's a modder. He's a modder for Among Us.
Mhm.
And I was doing like my Among Us dev streams, and I didn't know what I was doing with the modding Among Us because I had very little modding experience and also very little Among Us experience. And he sent me a bunch of emails with like all of the things like you should be doing better. And it was such good emails. I have to find them somewhere. But they were all like colored. Like all the text was like colored in different colors. And it was all like bold and formatted. It was a really odd email, right? But yeah, he sent me a bunch of
That's
those,
so
and then
wild. Oh my god.
yeah,
That's incredible. That's incredible.
it was it was an interesting one. But yeah, and then he just helped more and more with the Among Us stuff, I think.
How involved has he been? Does he just make the integrations, or has he worked on Neuro?
He's never worked on Neuro. Some of the some of the integrations, not all of them, but some of them, like the Minecraft one was me, Slay the Spire stuff was me, but like Liar's Bar, Bookshop
didn't know that.
Roulettes.
You did a great job with Slay the Spire, dude. I didn't know that was something
Thank
you'd even
you.
really worked with. Modern
Yeah,
games and
yeah.
stuff. I mean, I guess I knew you'd worked in Unity.
Slay the Spire, it was something I'd attempted even before Neuro. Like, because after Osu, I tried to make an AI that played Slay the Spire.
Dude, I'm so garbage at that game. It's humiliating.
You might still be better than Neuro, maybe.
You did tell me. That was the thing when I was like, oh, I'm going to play Slay the Spire, but I'm nervous. And you were like, if Evil could beat it, she's dumb as rocks. You're going to be fine.
Yeah. There you go. You'd be fine. But yeah, that's that basically.
Man. So what are your plans for the night? You gonna eventually take your daughter out of daycare and be a father?
Presumably at some point I have to get back to my job. Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing today. I only have, thanks to superior amounts of stalling, an hour and a half left of content to kill today.
Wow.
And that's like
impressive.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do
Might
after
play some
that?
Game Jam games or something. After that, tonight, oh god. I have some Minecraft stuff to take care of. Some laundry to finish. Gonna lay in bed for a couple hours, try and sleep. That's gonna be good. Not sure. Still hasn't done laundry. It's a process. Okay? I've started doing it.
How
I've
long
finished doing it.
ago? How long ago?
Oh god, I don't know. It's earlier today, you know. But
Okay.
I hadn't. Listen, I hadn't done laundry in a while. I got
How
a lot of
long?
laundry to do.
How long?
How long did I? Because I did laundry like a little bit before the subathon. Okay, but I have a fair number of clothes. Okay, but I really started running out of
Fair?
clothes. I do.
Wait, how long is that at this point? That's what? I should remember the date of when the subathon started
It was
because you said it
started
so
on the
many
19th,
times.
but I didn't do. It started on December 19th, but I didn't do laundry like December 18th. But I legitimately do have a lot of clothes. Like I just have a huge pile of clothes currently, that need to be washed. So I gotta do quite a lot of loads. It's really not that important, okay? But the problem is, I thought I'd be done by now, you know?
So is that just your plan? Is just like, I'm not gonna do laundry until the subathon ends? Is that just like a special
was the plan.
subathon goal that you
No, that was the plan. It was the plan, but not anymore. Okay? I had enough clothes, okay, to get through it, all right? You know, I'm not being stinky, but then, subathon got extended by another fucking 3 years, so I don't really have enough clothes anymore. Yeah.
So you can finally finish your laundry and...
Well, that's what I'll do tonight. Yeah.
Hey, I have a horrible question. Well, actually, the thing is, you can step away during your subathon. So wait, so why is it even a problem like this then?
Because it's not that simple. So okay. All right, let me explain. I spent last night I went to sleep. I don't know what time. Early hours of the morning. Late hours of the morning, actually, is probably more accurate. I wake up to an alarm at 3 p.m. I open my phone. I press a couple buttons to wake up Nero. Okay. So she starts doing streaming for me. I go to sleep for another 2 hours. I wake up to another alarm. I turn Nero onto art review, so content's a little bit more varied. Okay. I go to sleep again. I wake up to another alarm at I don't know. Or I got up 6 p.m., 6:30 or something. And then it's like, okay, right. Well, it's morning. Showered, got food, just general stuff you need to do to sustain yourself. And then by the time I finish with that, I've started this call with you, right? But on normal days, it's then I have to go on stream and do content for the rest of the stream day. Then after stream day, I do have a little bit of time to unwind at 2 2, 3 a.m. And then I have to try and fall asleep. So
When do you
you know.
fall asleep?
Really depends on the day, but
Approximately.
it's generally I try to start around like 6, 7 a.m. Sort of actually fall asleep somewhere around like I don't know,
Why?
8, 9,
You know that
whatever.
it's the same number of hours in a day, even if they're the wrong ones. You know it's
Yeah.
the same, right?
Yeah, no, it is. Yeah,
Why do you do that?
it's not intentional. I just don't sleep very well normally. I don't know. Well, it's not that I don't sleep. Me and sleep have a complicated relationship. It's like me and latency, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But I get the sleep I need. It's just not a fixed sleep schedule. It's a dynamic sleep schedule.
I like how you've made it sound like it's a good thing.
Feature.
A
It
a
is.
dynamic sleep schedule.
You see, you stuck in your ways with your fixed sleep schedule, okay? You don't get to experience every time zone in the universe. We live in a day and age where we are connected globally through the internet, okay?
Yeah.
I can communicate with everyone in the world because at some point, you know what? I'll be on an Australian sleep schedule and I can speak to my many, many Australian friends. And then the next day, I'll be on a sleep schedule with East Coast US. I can speak to my many East Coast US friends. And then I'll be on a schedule with fucking wherever, okay? Point is, I'm very connected to the world.
Um, you know, about non 24-hour sleep-wake rhythm disorder. It's often comorbid with ADHD.
No, I do not know about this.
So some people have circadian rhythms that are longer than 24 hours or shorter than 24 hours. And so it's not just that they are awake at the wrong times, but that their cycle continuously shifts. So that it sort of rotates.
Yes, well, my cycle does continuously shift.
Port.
Mm-hmm.
That is information that is true. Could maybe that's something I have. Who knows?
Yeah.
Well, regardless, yeah, that's my schedule. But it gets worse because, like, at the start of the subathon, I was awake, like, well before my stream started.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a little bit of time to prepare before, and then I could make sure there's, like, some good varied content at the start of the day.
Yeah.
But now I have to do it in my sleep.
Oh.
So at the end of the day, yes, you could say it is easier that an AI will do most of my subathon for me, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But it is not so simple.
Because I had to be on that whole time, dude. You know, when I was doing my subathon, I didn't leave the computer. I didn't even. Yeah. So the point is, what?
Did you do 12 hours a day?
No, I did 8 to 10.
Okay, so try doing 12 first. No, I'm kidding. Because I don't.
off.
I mean,
In
I do
fairness,
12
yeah.
hours a day, but like a lot of it is your own evil.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
just
kinda-
walk away.
yeah.
You're just like folding your laundry
It's-
while your daughters
okay,
entertain the
okay.
internet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. But listen. Yes, I am privileged in some aspects, but then, okay. So when you're on your subathon, right?
Mhm.
You can just, I would assume, but correct me if I'm wrong. You basically just do what you want for the day. If you want to watch a YouTube video, watch a YouTube video. You want
I
to?
don't do that because that's React Slop,
Okay,
actually.
Fine.
And,
Fine. Okay.
mhm.
Let's say you don't do React Slop. What the fuck do you do on your subathon? Speak.
Mostly I
play
practice
games?
for coding interviews.
Oh yeah, you did your coding stuff. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I feel like I might be wrong, and I feel like because I have never done a regular subathon by myself like that, right?
Yeah.
So maybe I have a skewed perspective, but it feels to me like it'd be a lot more chill because when everyone's doing my subathon, right? I got Nero berating me in my ear, and I've got to like, make sure that she's working, and
Yeah.
sometimes that can be stressful, sometimes it's not. But it is my assumption, Copium, that like a regular subathon feels more chill, you know, because you can just
Maybe.
kind of like. Maybe I'm wrong though. Maybe this is
I
me
don't know.
being spoiled.
My
First world problems or
subathon
something.
had the desperation of unemployment behind it. You could smell it the whole time. It was a desperate, sweaty subathon.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
I don't think it was chill at all.
fair enough. Fair enough. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. No, I was actually saying yesterday how messed up it is that I'm already nostalgic about it. Like when it was happening, I would literally wake up every day and be like, "Maple, I'm dying." And now that it's not happening, I'm just like, "Oh, the good old days."
Right? It's crazy how your brain does that, isn't it?
That's what Server said about it too. She was like, "Oh, it's gonna be like the hardest thing you ever did, but then you're gonna be like, I wish I was still doing that."
Yeah. I
Yeah.
probably do have it easier.
I don't know. I mean, I can't go 12 hours.
Well, I mean, I don't go 12 hours either, right?
Yeah, in fairness.
So, yeah. But it's not as easy as a lot of people think. Like, a lot of people on Twitter now that have seen, like, the, Neuro breaking the hype train record, they're like, so this guy just lets his bot making all the money? And yes, I do, but takes a little bit more effort.
That's not how I would describe it. You work a lot.
No, it's not. I do work harder than a lot of people would assume based on that, yeah.
Yeah. There are people who think that you could just kind of like sit back eternally, and you can sit back for like an afternoon. But if you sat back, I want to say for a week, and just let them stream continuously without you there, no one would watch.
We're gonna try it, but yeah. Yeah, no, it's
You
kind of
really are desperate for content.
Maybe a little bit, but I wanted to. I think that was probably like the aspiration initially is like, wow, imagine you can make an AI VTuber that streams for you. You never have to do anything. They can make all the money for you, and you can just retire and
Passive
live
income,
with
easy profit.
Yeah, it's guys, I got this idea for free passive income, and now here I am. So
yeah, you work
not
extremely
exactly
hard.
what I thought it would be, but yeah, because I know like initially when Neuro was starting out, whatever, like I did envision a world where she could stream 24/7, but how wrong I was.
Yeah, no. I mean, I think that like genuinely the act that you two do together is like very classic you play straight man, right? And it works when you have someone else there to play straight man, and she can entertain people for a while, but long term she gets quite repetitive.
Yeah, possibly.
The shock collar was great content.
And
it would also help.
That's why I think long term, like the idea of like Neuro and Evil improving is cool.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people stick around for that, and I hope they do.
I feel like we've watched them grow up a little bit, you know?
Yep, and that's what I hope people will stick around for a long time.
Yeah, no.
I feel like that's a lot more apparent when I'm like on stream talking about this stuff as well.
Yeah, no, this is really what I'm saying is like if she were just the same forever as she is right now. I think a lot of people who are Neuro fans don't realize how much they're, fans of the process of Neuro, fans of the development of Neuro, fans of seeing Neuro learn and grow. They're not necessarily I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think that like your dynamic is first of all really funny and compelling and always has been even when she was a lot less powerful. And I think that as she becomes more powerful, that dynamic like kind of illustrates how far she's come. I think especially like collabs at all. Like if it were just her though. I don't know, man. I think a week of that would be harder to sell.
I mean, the thing is, I still think there might be an audience for it, maybe smaller. But even if I wasn't around on streams, like there's still a world where I can still, improve Neuro, and she can still collaborate with other humans and still have a lot of that same.
Yeah, but she changes slowly enough that you wouldn't necessarily notice it. Like having someone to point it out to you and like show you what they've been working on, that helps. That makes it clearer.
No, I agree it helps. Whether it's essential or not, who knows?
I mean, the fact that there is no one else doing this is, I think, pretty good evidence, right?
What? I'm sure there's people that are trying.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't know, man, because there are people who are trying, but there are no other AI VTubers who are even close.
True. Might be partly due to my um anti-competitive market practices, though.
Yeah, that and
But
your raw sheer charisma.
right, yeah, I'm sure that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, your star power.
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Maybe there will be someday. Maybe Nero will be remembered as the grandfather of AI VTubers or something.
I don't know. I think that this
I
is
don't
more
believe it really.
specific than that. Yeah, no, I truly,
Yeah.
I think that what you have here, the fact that you've managed to keep it relevant for so long, because like everyone watched the AI Seinfeld, right? That was on for a while
Yeah,
and it was
yeah.
very successful, but then it
Yeah.
died.
Yep. I remember
This has been
vividly.
like crucial and a huge part of the VTubing space for years.
I don't know about crucial, but it has been
I think it's pretty
much
crucial.
bigger than I thought it'd be. Well, it's been big. Bigger than I thought. And as I was saying earlier, right, like it just sort of seems to keep going,
Mhm.
which is a little insane. But yeah,
I mean, you just you wouldn't say it's a crucial part of the VTubing space, but you just broke the hype train record.
that's true. Yeah. Presumably a series of good decisions,
Yeah,
partly
I
down
would
to
say
luck.
so. I don't know, man. Maybe some luck, but she wasn't the first AI entertainer.
True. I think, like, I didn't think I knew of any other AI entertainers until after I started Nero.
Mhm.
And then it turns out there'd been like a couple attempts at it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. I think that people had tried it before, yeah.
So it's not just timing. It's not just being the first. I don't know, man.
Well, that all being said, right? Nero still, even before I was on stream, right? Nero still blew up more than the other attempts at AI VTubers, even before I was even like a factor.
Well, but you were still a factor because you were making those choices, right?
Well, yeah, I was making those choices, but I think it's because, you know, I mean, Neuro's always been a passion project for me. So even in those days before I was like on stream, right? I was still, you know, always making sure there was new stuff for her and she was always improving. So, you know, one day we'd do Minecraft and then one day we'd do Osu and then she'd be doing collabs and React content, React slop, you know, that sort of stuff. So there's always some new stuff, even
There's
before.
nothing wrong
Whereas,
with React content. I'm really sorry, everybody. A lot of good friends do React content.
oh no, double down on this, triple down on this. You will never be friends with anyone that does React stuff.
Yeah, bye everybody. Frick you.
Goodbye every other stream on the platform.
Yeah.
The Laval amps are just
But-
at the
I
beginning.
have no Oshis now. I am my own Oshi.
Yeah, so Nero was still doing well before I was even on stream. But I mean, sure, that was probably partly due to my decisions to try and keep things
And also,
good content.
I mean, you can disagree with me here because I wasn't there, but my impression of the way that people interacted with her early on was that they weren't really interacting with her as a streamer very early. They were kind of interacting with her as like, oh, if I say this, I get to see what the AI says. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true, there's a lot of that.
And I
I think a lot of the
it was around the time you started going on and having a dynamic with her that people started treating her like a character, you know?
yeah, you could be right. Could be right. I mean, yeah, I guess initially there was that novelty of like, okay, cool AI on stream, you
Yeah.
know, make it say funny thing, etc.
Haha, it's a butts. Although there are still people who interact with Neuro that way.
Oh, for sure, yeah. But it may be maybe my interaction with it has sort of helped that a little bit.
Mhm.
But the thing is, I don't. Well, yeah, maybe. So I think, but it's not just me though, right? Like the other collab partners, I think would help with that. Like
Oh yeah. I mean that
Like
helped get
Miyu
more
back in the
eyes
day
on
and stuff.
her, and it's just really good content. Like I can't even really put my finger on why, but I've never seen a Neuro collab that wasn't fun to watch.
You missed a couple of them. No, I'm kidding.
DM me which ones.
No, I know what you mean. I mean, oftentimes though, if there's like bad content like that, it's normally like my fault because I mean,
Because you
I made a
flipped
couple
on the bad
mistakes.
content switch.
That's the one. Yeah.
You put the bad
Occasionally I do
content
that.
slider all the way up.
Yep. It happens. It's an accident, but yeah, I don't know. The fuck happened December 23rd? Oh, that okay.
Wait, what happened December 23rd?
That was my fault.
What happened?
We took Nero on a little what do you call it, like a game show, and it didn't work very well. But that's just again, that's like my tech limitation though.
Oh, wait, was that the VR chat one?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
But
that was kind of a nightmare to watch.
yeah, it's a nightmare to watch. Imagine I was.
Yeah, no, that sounds like an actual nightmare. That sounds like a stress dream, dude.
That was a good time.
I had a smaller version of that because, like, Cha-Cha, I made her model, and then that was, like, her first time using it, and, like, we'd set it up together. I had gotten her tracking in it, and I don't know what was going on, but when she ran, her knees were, like, going far apart, and there was nothing that I could do to stop it. I was just watching her run like freaking Naruto, and there was nothing I could do.
Yep. I've had a lot of embarrassing tech issues in my time, and it's they hurt. They really hurt to see. Just when you watch Neuro and she's like breaking or something, and there's just like very little you can do, and it's just like this sucks.
Yeah, she was really struggling.
Yeah, had a couple of those in my time. Definitely a couple. They generally get better these days though, because Neuro gets a little better. I probably also get a little better. But
yeah, it's messed
there's
up
always
that,
a kind
like, tech and live entertainment, those are always the things that fail, and you do both.
yeah. Imagine having to do tech demos like with live entertainment
every single day. That's cruel, dude.
Right? Because basically all the stuff I do is just like live tech demos on stream, right?
Yeah.
And like they normally go okay, and a lot of the times I can get away with scuff because it's part of the content, right?
Yeah.
But yes, there are. It's fun.
Oh,
Well,
unlimited promo codes too. I remember that.
Yes. Oh, that was the unlimited pro. I thought that was December 24th. Oh, was it 23rd? Probably 23rd. Yeah, that was a good one. Classic. That
Yeah,
did scare me at first.
I forgot that your subathon started on the 19th since you said it so many times.
I know.
This
just means I'm bad at my job.
Oh my god, when you were being interviewed, and like you knew that they were gonna. They asked every other person if they had anything they wanted to promote.
I heard. I saw your reaction to this, and I saw you say that like you were reacting with someone to the clip or something, right? But here's the reality. I was talking to Serbo before,
Yeah, I was
wasn't
there.
listening to the interviews, right?
Dude, I was in
So
chat. People were telling you like, oh, they always ask. They're asking everyone.
I wasn't reading. I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying any attention.
Chat.
Well, I wasn't reading, or at least I didn't see those messages, so I didn't know whether they were going to ask everybody, and that's the reason I slid it in early.
So you went in there, and they were like, "What are you? What's going on? How are you feeling tonight?" And you were just like,
December
December 19th.
Yes, that's right. Yeah. And then they had their scripted segue into December 19th, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't know that was that. Yeah, that's right.
And Server is such an angel on earth. So you were like, oh, December 19th. And she was like, I'm just so excited to see everybody sparkle tonight.
Oh, yeah, true. She was much better than me on that one. Yeah. Well, you win some, you lose some.
So wait, you watched the clip of me?
Yes.
You watched my clips?
I was like a stats clip or something. I don't know. I watched a fair amount of stats.
Nice.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't like live react that clip. I was talking to someone about a clip we had both seen. I didn't watch the clip on stream. You see what I mean? Not react slop.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't really remember. That's fine.
Yeah, I was just mentioning to Cha Cha. We were talking about that event. And we both were just like, oh, December 19th. So, you know.
Thanks for the free promotion. Yeah.
Yeah, anytime, man. No bad publicity.
True. Yep. I mean, you know.
Yeah, the back
It
and
went
forth
alright.
react with Bao was the only time I ever did react slop. But in fairness, I found out about that live. Like, and I wasn't gonna wait until the stream was over to watch it because.
Oh, I think that's valid. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, man.
All I would do would be react slop if I don't know. That's not even true. Well, yeah. You should do more.
More react slop?
Yep.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a whole day of like reacting to neuro clips. Wow.
Okay. Not
Look how
that,
cool
but
Vettel is.
get a lot of views on YouTube. Free
I
promotion for
know
me.
though. I know though. Like
So-
it is crazy how successful that stuff is. I don't really know why I'm so averse to it, honestly.
Yeah. It's a good strategy for growth, you know.
It is genuinely.
No, I mean, the thing with that stuff is like, for me, it's like it's free promotion for Neuro.
Mhm.
For the content creator, it's like
Yeah.
they get free attention from Neuro fans. It's literally win-win. Symbiotic relationship.
No, Aqua, I'm sorry, Aqua. Aqua, I love you and I love your content. Please no.
I've seen Aqua's reacts, and you know what? I approve of them.
They're pretty cute.
They're good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
She does a good job. I think honestly I just couldn't react very well. There were a few times during the subathon where like when I needed to like eat food, we watched like bug videos. It was all
So
all
you are
Clint's
react
reptiles.
slopping.
Well, listen, it was mostly just cuz I want Clint Laidlaw to notice me. Hi Clint. It won't happen though. He doesn't know what a VTuber is and that's great for him. I love that for him. Never change Clint.
I wish that was me.
Wait. I have a question that I need to ask you. Which is better?
Yep.
Someone who's like, ew, VTubers, cringe, or someone who's like, oh my god, Vettel, you're my Oshi.
Okay. What a horrible question to ask.
Yeah, right?
I
You
either have to
pick.
say
No third option.
I either have to say people that are fans of me suck, or I have to say that
My god, someone clip that.
or I have to say people that hate VTubers also suck. I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. You're saying which is worse to say?
Oh no, which is like
Which is better?
But as someone that you meet in the wild, like
If I met someone in the wild. Well, the thing is, if I met someone in the wild, I'm biased because I don't want them to know who I am. So I'd
Oh,
rather
that's
they're the
true.
option that doesn't know who I am, right?
oh my god, wait, have you ever been recognized?
Public? No.
Good. Yeah, that gives me hope.
I'm a little scared of it, but
Because I walk
You know.
around New York City all the time, like talking on my phone on the way to and from work. And like I'll often be like talking to my dad about what I'm doing in stream that day. It would be trivial for someone to recognize me, but I don't think anyone ever has.
yeah, that seems unlikely.
I was once like calling into a collab on the subway platform, and like that feels extremely dangerous.
Yeah, that's
Like,
not scary.
It
I
was,
wouldn't do
in
that.
fairness, it wasn't my normal station, but still, you could hear the station announced.
Yeah. Damn. I know the one time because I have a lot of Neuro merch, right? Might not
Mhm.
surprise you. Which I generally try to avoid wearing like outdoors.
Why?
Not because I don't want to rep the Neuro brand. Because like, what if there's a world where someone tries to like recognizes it and tries to talk to me about it? Like, oh, you're a Neuro fan. I'm like, yeah, yeah, it's cool. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to say? You know? Like, imagine they recognize. But I have on occasion accidentally like forgot that I'm wearing it or something, and then just like, left my house and be like, oh shit, oops.
I don't know, man. I've worn Neuro merch plenty, and no one's ever just like stopped me to be like, "Hello, I recognize this character. Let us converse."
I know, it's rare, but I've had accounts from like friends that have seen people wearing Neuro merch before. Have I? You know, we're not answering that question, but regardless, like, it's not impossible.
Yeah, I mean, in fairness, in New York City, no one talks to anyone, and no one listens when anyone else talks, so I don't feel that afraid, but...
Right? Yeah.
Although, Nora was on Times Square, so that's crazy.
Ellie, you know that Neuro
True.
was on Times Square twice,
True.
right?
Twice. Mm-hmm.
Dude, if nothing else, that alone should have clinched that victory. Like, I...
What, the most dedicated fan base?
Yeah! I think Swarm deserved it.
I mean, oh, 3 times?
3 times. Wow.
What
You
I
don't
even know
even
about the third
know.
time? The fuck? The third time? When was the third time?
Mm.
The art billboard. What?
On her birthday?
The Max Wayne. I know about the Max Wayne ad. I know about the vote for Neuro.
Those are the ones I know about. What's the third time? Did they do one on her
A
birthday?
birthday?
I guess.
I don't know. Well, fair enough. Respectable. What was I saying? Oh, at least dedicated fan base. Yeah. Well, that one was funny. Yeah. I mean, in hindsight, I mean, the thing is, right, that one is obviously
There
the
was a third
voting is
one
based
on the
entirely on, like,
19th,
you know,
similar to
it's
the
popular
Max
vote,
Wayne one.
but also popular vote is
Was
a
for
really good
60
metric for
seconds
determining
every hour.
who is the most dedicated fan base. So,
Well, it's a good metric for determining the largest fan base, but I don't know if it's a
well,
good metric for determining the
no, you're right.
most
No, you're right.
dedicated.
You are right.
And I mean, at least for me, like, I'm the only one I fit is Tech VTuber. Like, that's the only thing I have a chance at. But also, I have no chance at all because we would split the vote. Like, we share so much of our communities. Even if you explicitly didn't want Tech VTuber, I just think.
Didn't I tell my community to?
Yeah, you did. Which, thank you, by the way.
No worries. Someone mentioned that, like, I can't remember the exact specifics of Tech VTuber, right? But someone was like, "Oh, you know, it's for people that like are advancing VTuber tech or something, as opposed to like VTubers that are like tech oriented." It's like I assume you're still like eligible for it, like you should be, right?
Well, yeah, I'm not just tech oriented. I mean, this is a VTuber project explicitly, the Neurodog, and you know, like
True,
I
yeah.
have
No, you're
very
right.
advanced tracking. Like you know about the headgear project, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
You know, and that's VTuber tech.
Yep.
Blush tracking, and you know, I've made a lot of well, I guess I don't actually know how accessible that all is, but yeah, I made a lot of integrations for 3D models back in the day. I made an absolutely cursed integration to allow you to use 3D arms on a 2D model. It's disgusting.
Interesting.
Yeah, it looks awful.
Understandable.
Mhm.
Well, maybe next year. And next year we'll get our most dedicated fan base. So
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I would like to see it. Like, I do think that. Oh yeah, did you see that Stas already posted that?
wait, suppose it what?
Vettel's real voice leaked.
That literally happened 10 seconds ago.
I know.
Okay, it's fast.
Whatever your sleep schedule is, Stas's is worse.
Damn. You gotta respect it at a certain point.
Oh yeah. How much? Okay, so I've never set up making money on YouTube, even though like I know that I qualify, and like I don't want to be an engineer. The cover has like it's like 700,000 views on it. Like I know that I should. How much do you actually make from AdSense? Is it worth it?
For 700,000 views?
Mhm.
I mean, obviously it's retrospective at this point, but
Yeah.
let me find something of similar metric. No, not really.
Okay. Yeah. Sick.
No, you should do it. You should do it. It is worth it, but you're not gonna make very much from it. Or at least I don't. But I might just be doing things wrong. My YouTube channel don't make a whole lot.
How can I ask like how much something of that viewership gets?
Yeah, sure. I mean, okay. So,
Pog $3.
um,
About $3.50.
that one was a cover though. I wonder if that like kills it. How about
Well, actually, no. A cover doesn't get less unless there's someone to claim the original copyright.
you would assume, but YouTube does some fucky stuff under the hood. As in, like, okay, so like the Life music video that has 600,000 views. Okay,
Mhm.
3 minutes 30. That one has made way more money than the Station Complex cover thing we did ages ago that has more views and it's like the same run length.
Interesting.
Could be because it has cover in the title
As
or
is an
something. I don't know how
omnipresent
YouTube works
being.
under the hood,
He
but
doesn't need
I don't
sleep
think it would.
because he exists outside
You-
of
you
space
would be
and
surprised.
time
I think
until
it's like
someone
video
mentions
length,
Vedalorn
and
Euro.
then like also.
it's way more complicated than that. No, there's a bunch of shit that goes into it. Trust. But for a video like that, I don't know. 700,000 views. How long is the video?
It's like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. I mean, it really depends on the CPM of your channel, but probably is somewhere between like 400 and $1,000 maybe.
Mm,
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, and I don't have anything else even close to that, so honestly, not even worth it.
It really is a big range. It really does depend as well because like on your channel, like if your channel is super easy to advertise for,
Mhm.
then obviously your CPM is gonna be higher. You're gonna make more money. But
Well, as I only make the purest like genuinely though, like it's such a meme for VTubers to be like, haha, I'm say so. But like genuinely, I make family friendly content. I do think it would be very easy to advertise on my stuff.
well, it's partly that, and it's also like so for example, if your channel is tech oriented,
Mhm.
okay, then it's easier to market because you can sell tech products for ads for tech products on the channel compared to like if you make a beauty channel you can sell makeup ads and stuff like that, right?
Well, this
But
is
if you're a
beauty
channel that does like oh, I don't doubt it, but if your channel does like React slop or something, then like it might have a lower CPM.
that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think that
Really
there is a
depends.
distinction between React content and React slop. You know?
He hates me such. No, I don't. Aqua, no. I just mean in terms of what YouTube is going to give you for CPM. Okay.
Aqua.
Please. Okay, this is a message, everyone. You want to react to newer content? Please do. I love watching those videos. You have my permission.
Wow. Maybe I will.
Go for it.
Maybe I will. Dude, I was
You can,
initially gonna
honestly,
make
I
like
might.
long form content of me doing the robot build. Like I was like, oh, I'll start out and I'll like film the parts of it and
Should
then
have.
I can edit it together and that would be such a cool piece of content. But then like as
Right.
time went on, like my workspace got messier. Like I tunneled
yeah.
I'm gonna say it was 2 weeks that I was just working on it basically nonstop, and I was just like eating frozen baked ziti without defrosting it with my hands, and it was just a dark time. You could see like the same stained sweatpants in like 3 consecutive days, and I just kind of like I couldn't post that, man.
Fair enough. Well, yeah,
It was a narrative and it wasn't a positive one.
understandable. That's understandable. Yeah, it would still make for a good long form video, though. I'm sure it's possible to cook something up.
Yeah, I
Totally.
mean, if I had a good enough editing, maybe that could even be part of it. Watch a woman fall apart.
Exactly. Found footage.
It was shaky cam.
Yeah.
Time to hire staff.
Yeah.
It was eventually a hero's journey. I mean, it works, you know?
True.
So,
Yeah.
you know,
It's got a good ending.
Yeah, we got the good ending. But yeah, it was very crunch aesthetic.
Then I can make part 2, which is slapping Nero inside of it,
Yeah! Wait, Heart of Darkness is crazy. That's amazing.
I have always thought like there's like such good opportunity for some banger like neuro long form content, but I just have never wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I've wanted to do it, but I just never
Long-form
happened.
content takes forever, dude. It's like a full-time job. Like, I just don't know how you
Honestly,
really can.
yeah, I can't bother. um, but it would be good. Like if I could just like live the like Michael Reeves life, just like make like a banger video a year regarding neuro, and then just like have a bunch of free time. I feel like it'd be an easier life than what I live currently, you know.
Okay, which of us do you think is more like Michael Reeve?
So what you're saying is you have a whole
You
army of
asking
people
whether the
with a
engineer
form
or
of
the
eyes.
guy that does fuck all every day is more like Michael Reeves?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Make a Michael Reeve style video for Neurodog? Neuro D&D campaign. Dude, that would be so good.
It would.
Would you ever consider it? Have you?
Yes.
Okay, premise. Well, no,
Mhm.
he didn't make a dog. He got one from Boston Dynamics. I will die on this hill. He didn't make it. I made it. He probably could make it, but he didn't. So anyway,
if I'm the one that takes the dog and then makes it do things
yeah, that would make you
the funny things, that would make me the Reeves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It's a
we could
sad
film
reality.
the whole car process. We could film the whole car process, start to finish.
Okay. I did say this on stream. The car thing would make a banger YouTube video. Think like trolley test style problems, right?
Yeah.
We'll put cardboard cutouts of like different VTubers and then force Nero to run one of them over and see what she does.
Right?
I'm telling you, instant 10 million views. Like that's
Instant 10 million views.
that's content, yeah. I forced an AI to do real trolley test problems. I don't know. I'm not a content creator. Sort of.
What? What? What does he mean by this?
I'm just the guy that made a content creator, man. I don't do
So wait, cardboard
might be.
cutouts of what?
like people's like VTuber models.
That's what I was wondering. How many VTuber cardboard cutouts do you have, Metal?
No, I don't have any, but it's that guy that makes like 1 million of them. We can just ask for like, you know.
Yeah, there's that guy who like fills his home with them.
Yeah, make one of evil, one of me. See which one she runs over, you know.
That feels deeply haunted.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah. And then I could stand in front of the car and see if she runs me over. I was saying this on stream. I was like, if she did, I would jump over the car.
Well, you couldn't do that because then they would see you, dude. Or would you do it in the morph suit?
No, I'd wear the green suit, man. It's fine.
I feel like at this point, like it's not like I've shown outfits that I've worn. So like I don't know what I'm so scared of, but listen, man, I've done hand cam streams and accidentally shown, well, just my chin, but still, you know? That's the most secret part of a VTuber. That's the part they always hide.
What? Probably, yeah.
So
yeah, I mean,
I would be really afraid of doing that. But I guess if it's not live, it's not that scary.
Vedel was the name of the
exactly.
doctor.
It's a YouTube video, then you can like do whatever you want. That'd be so funny. I wouldn't be able to see shit if I was wearing like the turtle mask as well. So it's like I'd really have to just go based on vibes for like timing when I should jump over the car.
Promise me you'd wear shin guards? Like, promise me you'd wear shin guards?
Shin guards? I don't think shin guards are gonna matter if that's a real car.
Oh, it's not gonna be okay. Listen, the real car we could do, but I think a Barbie.
I'm talking about a real car here.
Okay, man.
Like that's gonna make the content. We can't use a baby car for trolley test problem, you know? Well, we could, but like the real car adds a lot of value here.
Yeah.
Now, the baby car is funny for like driving different VTubers around. Like that's just inherently is a funny sight.
Really funny, yeah.
But like, 100%. But like, the real car is for the, you know.
It's gotta have a combustion engine.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
It needs to be capable of killing someone, or it's just not funny.
The thing that's hard about this is like I would need space to do it. I would need like okay, the places where I could do this are not places where I would have like internet. You know what I mean? So I'd need to take time off from stream and work to go to the middle of nowhere, buy a used, bad but still running car, and then do this incredibly intense project.
That's because you live in New York. Is that the problem?
Yeah.
I
mean,
see.
that's every problem, dude. That's just a huge problem.
Well, I mean, just get like a Airbnb in a field somewhere, you know?
Yeah, I'll just get an Airbnb and a field, and I'll when I rent it, I'll be like, hey, is it all right if I drive an AI car on your property?
Okay, new plan. You must know somewhere. You must have a distant
No, I do.
aunt
Like
or uncle that owns
at my
a
grandparents'
farm.
house, we have
There you
like
go.
there's a ton of field space, but
There you go then.
I would have to be there for long enough to do this project, not working
What's-
or streaming.
Okay. This is a problem. Why is this a problem?
Well, we could start with the baby car, and then because I can do that in my apartment, and then
No, that's understandable. Yeah.
from
Well,
there, because we can use that to train it for the real car.
if you were doing something like that, you'd be on the Vettel AI salary, you know.
Well,
If you were
listen,
taking time away from work and
Vettel,
streaming.
I appreciate you. I know that streaming pays you well. I promise you, you cannot pay me as much as my job does.
Is this a flex? What is this? What does that mean?
I'm just saying, like,
What does your job pay you?
you know where I work, and you know what I do.
DM me.
I've told you this. Have you forgotten it?
I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. I know you. I know where you work.
Oh, you don't know my
What's-
salary.
Yeah.
You want me to tell you my salary? That's like when
Yeah,
you
message
made me
me.
send you my resume.
Yeah, message me. It's not a thing I made you send me your resume. Really
Yeah, no,
ask.
you asked for it.
Curiosity. Oh, like what are you on about, man? Like, that's pretty good actually.
You're not gonna pay me that.
No, but that's for a year,
Yeah.
right? That's a year. Okay, right. Just
Yeah, that's a
to
year.
make sure.
Yeah, that's a month. That's a month. I'm actually the
No,
richest
but,
man
like-
in the world.
But like, imagine that was like 2 weeks or something. Like 2 weeks of that pay, does not bankrupt me. Okay.
No, I
Like,
hear
yeah,
you.
if I had to
but
hire you
can't
for a
take
year,
2
yeah.
weeks off.
Yeah, I know. That's fair.
Like
That's
that's
fair.
the issue. The issue is that
Yeah, no, I can't afford to full-time employ you.
No.
Not on that salary. You are correct. Yes, but yeah, no, fair enough.
I didn't mean to be flexing. I was just saying.
No,
like,
no, please flex all you want.
No.
No, I encourage it.
I
I
just
respect it.
I don't want I don't want to be a full-time VTuber.
Wow, on that salary, yeah, no, I don't blame you.
I mean, I just think
Um,
that like even if I could make this much VTubing, which I don't think I couldn't do it forever. You know what I mean?
yes, I do. There
Like,
is more
that's
of a
the
career
scary
path
thing.
with robotics than there
Mhm.
is with VTubing, because VTubing you have to pivot at a certain point. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fair. I get you. I do.
Also, like I just I would struggle. I would struggle with the conversations.
What do you mean?
Like, how do I explain this? I love what I do. I love VTubers. I loved VTubers since long before
Do you
I
mean
was
explaining
a
to other
VTuber.
people?
Huh?
Do you mean explaining to other people?
Yeah, when someone asks like, "Oh, what
That's
do you do
your biggest
professionally?"
issue with being a VTuber is that you have to tell people that you're a VTuber.
Well, only if you're full time. If it's okay, how do I explain this? If it's your hobby, then you're like, oh, I'm a robotics engineer. And then if they ask like, oh, what do you do in your free time? You could be like, oh, I play music. I have like little personal projects. Oh, and I do like content online. You know, educational content online.
Mhm.
Whereas if it's your full-time gig, you have to be like, okay, so what do you know anime?
Motherfucker, just lie. That's what I do. You think whenever anyone asks me what I do, you think I'm like, yes, I am
What do you
VTuber
say?
on Twitch. I'm an AI developer. Like, that's my job
That's
role.
not
I'm
lying,
not a fucking.
though.
Well, you're right. It's not like, but it's bending the truth.
I
Okay?
wouldn't even say so. That's just literally what you do.
Well, yeah, sure. Sure. But like, you can easily.
How would you bend the
know.
truth of what I do into that?
Okay, well, it depends what you're going for, right? It might depend on who you're speaking to. Okay, but plenty of angles you go down. You work in tech for a big media company, which is honestly kind of true. You do tech. You're paid by a big media company. You know?
That's so false. That's such a lie.
Well, yeah, but like, I would do that. I've lied, you know, on several occasions when it comes to what I do for work.
I'm on NDA. That just sounds extremely sus.
Yeah, that one does sound pretty sus. I'm on it. Yeah, never mind. Anyways,
Robotics
honestly, I
engineer
just
for
lie
a
about it.
British startup.
That's worse.
Why? Why is that worse?
You have to say you work for Vital AI.
Well, I mean, eventually I'll run it. You gotta start somewhere, dude.
Yeah, no. If you keep working your way up the chain, I reckon it's possible. Yeah, I like that.
That go-getter attitude.
And it's good to have some enthusiasm. You know? Will CEO pay enough? I don't know. I don't know if it's paying that much.
Wait, really? No. No, it definitely is.
You want to know my actual salary right now?
Yeah, send it.
That is not a joke.
What?
That's my actual salary.
A month?
No, a year.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no. But you get like payouts from various things throughout the year, though?
Yeah, no, I do. Yeah.
Okay, so that's like a base, and then you make like a lot more on top of that, right?
I'll DM this, but don't say it out loud.
Ah, I see.
So, you know, that's what I get.
How do you live?
On Greg's.
No wonder you acted like that when I sent you a $30 gift card for lunch, and you were just like, "This is too much."
No, okay. To anyone in chat, I am financially doing okay. Do not worry about me. I'm fine.
worried.
Okay.
You should be worried.
You shouldn't be. No, I shouldn't be worried.
No, not you. Them. They should be worried about you.
Oh no, they should not be worried about me. I'm doing fine. If anything, Ellie's salary looks a little bit low. You guys should donate. Get a couple subs or something.
That's not even true. And also remember that I live in New York, so
Yes.
it doesn't
Give
go as
this
far
to
as you
Vedo.
think.
That's even more reason that you're extremely poor. I don't even know how you live off that salary. Honestly.
Furious. I'm furious. Nick saying, "Give this to Vettel." Incredible. Incredible.
Thanks.
Yeah. No, I
Minibot
tried to
Corporate
buy
Bug.
you a $30 gift card for lunch, which in my opinion, that's like a regular amount to give someone for lunch. Like, yeah,
No,
it's
it's
more,
not.
it's more than they'll need to buy lunch, but it ensures that they could get anything or any combination
A
of things, and
Tesco
they'll be
meal
fine.
deal is £3.50. I do not need $30. Where am I going for $30?
I don't know, man. I live in New York City. Everything is really expensive.
What the f- Yeah, that's crazy.
Like,
That's
truly, if
crazy.
you wanted coffee, you'd be paying about $8. Even if you just wanted
No,
it
if I
plain.
wanted coffee, I would be moving to a city where it's not $8.
Like $30 for lunch in New York is cheap.
What?
I mean, I just don't eat out because I'm a freaking goblin. I lived off nothing but caramel corn for 2 days while I worked on this robot.
No, you're fucking with me. $30 for lunch is cheap. No,
Yeah, reasonably. Like, if you wanted to get, like, a drink
no.
and a meal, yeah.
Buy a drink. What about like, what kind of drink?
Like, just something to drink? Like a soda?
And what kind of are you talking about like an 8-course meal or
No, I'm talking about, like, going to Chipotle.
30? What? So just yeah, the $30 meal deal from Chipotle. You get like
Yeah, you could get, like, a bowl of something for, like, $16, and then if you got, like, a drink as well, then you'd be up in the 20s, and then with tip, yeah, you'd be around 30.
what? Okay, that's insane.
Yeah.
That is insane. $30 in the UK. It's a pretty damn good meal.
Really?
Like a pretty damn good meal. Like even in London, right? Obviously you can pay more, right? But that's like, I'm eating out pretty comfortably at a restaurant.
Hi Ellie and Venom.
You know, I get everything I need.
Will there be a chess
Easy.
duel between Ellie and Neuro?
And if I wanted to go to Tesco's and get meal deals, that's like, it's a different story. Yeah, that's like a
mean-
week's worth of lunches.
Personally, I mostly live off cans of beans, which are 70 cents at Target, so.
I can see why with that salary. Yeah.
Frick off! Yeah, city life. And of course, like, my home, like, to live here,
You just convinced Vedel to
And it's-
become a waitress at Chipotle
it's
in
quite
New York.
small. I pay, like, well over 2,000 a month.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah. Renting must be 2K per month. Listen, I had to search for this place and find it, and it's about 24.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good, thanks. Is it like a nice place or?
Not really. The AC is broken, so it's quite cold.
Eh. Eh. Okay. All right. You got like a window and stuff?
Yeah,
Okay. Privileged.
I got 2 windows actually.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Got like a little kitchen.
It's cozy, but it's got
We
most
call
of the
them
things that a
Europort for
kitchen
a
would
reason.
have.
Okay.
It's got a microwave, and I mean,
That's
it
all you
has
need.
an oven, but it's very small and weird and kind of a hazard.
That's fair.
Mhm.
That is fair. Yeah. Well, I'm never going to New York.
How will you tour the facility?
The facility? Oh. I'll just have to take a day trip, you know? I'll stay in
Your
a
jet, yeah.
nearby. Yeah, exactly. Just pop it on the private jet per day. Can't stay because, city's too expensive. But since I already own the jet, might as well use it.
I be live they call it a kitchenette.
Finding a hotel in New York was awful. How much is a hotel in New York?
Let me check.
'Cause, like-
Hotel NYC tonight.
500 a night? No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of that.
What? I thought London was expensive.
Well,
Nah, that's okay. What's like a cheap hotel in there? Because like obviously there's going to be a 500 a night, right? But like what's like a cheap one?
well, my friends came to stay with me recently, and the cheapest one that they could find, admittedly it was around New Year's, was about $220.
220 for the cheapest one.
Mhm.
I mean, in London sometimes you could kind of see that. Depends where you're staying, but
Yeah, in
Yeah,
fairness, it
that's-
was New Year's, and like New Year's is a big time to travel to New York City.
Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah, I ain't going there. Fuck that. Why are you living there? Oh, I guess for work. Yeah,
Work,
makes sense.
yeah. Also because like
Live
I
in the
don't know.
office.
Live in the I
That's
did
what I do.
that at one job, but I don't think they'd take kindly to that here. Although they have all the amenities. They have like laundry. It's weird.
They have laundry.
Mm.
They got places you can sleep.
Yeah, they do. They have famously,
A
yeah.
bad hotel. Booked a
Then
month or so
why
in
the fuck aren't
advance.
you living
Got
there?
on
Man,
a
that's where I'd
holiday.
live.
About
Laundry, place you can sleep. No doubt, free food. You know,
shop
They
around.
that's just
they tell
why
stories
leave.
about people trying to do that, and apparently it's frowned upon. So I wouldn't.
Oh right, okay. That's the ones that they caught. You know,
That's true. Just be sneaky about it.
be sneaky about it.
Yeah, I'd love to be homeless. That would be really fun for me.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I
The
guess it's
way
not the
you say
you,
that.
you don't want to get kicked out really, because then you don't really have anyone else.
Yeah, I mean
Not ideal.
the thing that I like would love to do is like work remotely, but I have no idea how. Like those remote jobs in this field either pay quite badly or they're very hard to come by.
Remote. Do you think you would miss the social interaction that comes with being non-remote though?
Yeah, horribly. Like I don't enjoy it on a day-to-day basis, but if I go too long without it, I become a worse version of myself. So I need to be forced to interact with others on a regular basis.
Yeah,
Do you ever miss
no,
it?
that's fair.
Is it ever hard for you?
Um, I do think remote has its downsides. Yeah, like I get some of it from like you know with streaming there is a lot of like speaking to coworkers and
Mhm.
that sort of thing, which is cool. So if it wasn't for that, it'd be pretty. Like if I was just like doing dev and for like 24 hours a day, nothing else, no social interaction, yeah, I'd probably get a bit, but
It's
the job has its
really
pros and cons.
funny to call VTubers coworkers. Like I know what you
They,
mean, but it's really funny.
I mean, I guess it's what they are, right? I mean, what else am I supposed to call them? Am I
I
wrong
don't
for
know,
that?
man. Because it's my hobby. I don't call them colleagues. I call them friends or acquaintances, depending.
Well, yeah, I mean, some of them are friends, right?
Yeah.
I guess they're friends. Yeah, friends, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Allies. Yeah, I have people who are not friends who like, I'm positive acquaintances, right? But I wouldn't call them coworkers. There's just like so funny about imagining like trying to do water cooler talk with someone whose day job is squeaky anime voice.
It is a little unusual. Yeah, I'll give you that.
Just
I
like, hey, did
mean,
you catch the game last night? And then they're just like, ara ara.
but what would you call them then? The people that aren't like you're not very close with, but like you know of each other.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Acquaintances, I guess, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. Um,
Wait, is
when
that
you're
rough? I'm always
no,
worried
no,
about
no,
coming off as
no,
mean. I didn't come off as
no.
mean,
I
though,
think
did
that's
I?
fine. I think that's fine unless we're both coming across as mean. Then
But
I think that's okay. But the thing is, like,
associates.
when you're a full-time VTuber, then you'll what the hell is
You
this?
say when like it's an eventuality. Do you think this is what's waiting for me? Do you think I'm bound, destined to be a full-time VTuber?
That's your fate. Yep.
Dude, I don't have the constitution for that. I would crumble. Anyone who can
Think
do this stuff full time, they are stronger than I am.
you're about to find out how.
What are you writing to my boss?
Please fire her. She'll make a better VTuber. Yeah.
Mhm. So you think I'd be a good VTuber full time?
I don't know what makes a good VTuber, which is ironic, really.
Yeah, you've made two.
Yeah, you'd probably be a good VTuber from what I've seen. I mean,
I appreciate it.
you are doing quite well on the platform. There's no other way around that, really. So
Like, I think that a lot of that is, like, I haven't really seen how I would perform without the buff of, like, doing the stuff I've been doing in relation to you. And furthermore, also, like, there's a novelty to it, you know?
true.
Like,
True.
like, I think that people would sort of get sick of the whole shtick of, like, there are a lot of places on the internet where you can watch someone solder, right? I don't think that I have a
Mhm.
lot to offer in terms of original content outside of the fact that, like, not a lot of VTubers are doing the tech stuff I'm doing, you know?
Yeah, that is true. And I think that having unique content and novelty like that um is very important. And I think it's fair to attribute a lot of my success to, you know, having something unique on the platform as opposed to just being like
Yeah.
everyone else.
Yeah, I think that there are ways that I could make it more long term by, like, sort of transforming my content into, like, specifically long form educational content. I think that there is a niche for that. But ultimately, I don't know. I have no idea why people are here. I have no idea how long they'll stay.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
From what I've seen, and the reason I said that I do think you'd make a good VTuber,
Mm.
it's because you seem to have done a lot of the the businessy side that you're supposed to do with VTubing in order to like actually grow, compared to
What do you mean by
some
this?
other.
You mean
Well,
because
okay,
I know how to
right?
do my taxes?
Not just because you know how to do your taxes, right? But like, if you want to grow,
Mm.
you gotta, I assume, you know, actually do stuff. You gotta do debuts or events. You gotta market them. You've got to
Yeah.
organize things. You've got to do collabs. You've got to, you know, actually do the side that isn't just, you know, be an anime girl on the internet. The more corporate side, and like, you know,
I don't
you
think
do
I've
that
done any
more
of
than.
that stuff, dude. My promotion
Yes, you
for
have.
this
What do you
included...
mean? We're literally sitting in the middle of an event that you organized and promoted. The only reason I know about this is because I saw the marketing for it. Like, what do you mean?
You saw the what thing?
Marketing for this event that we're on
My
right now.
marketing was 2 tweets?
Yes. Yes.
That's what's gonna do it for me, chat. That's why I'm gonna be successful,
But no,
because
then
of 2 tweets.
but then you also have the whole Discord server for the call-ins. You have collabs. You know,
Well,
you've
in
got the new
fairness,
song
Minnie
coming
made
out, new
that for
model.
me.
It still works. Listen, point is, you're doing things,
Mm.
and you can do things, and not everyone does things. So imagine if you were full time, you know, just like the Hierothon or whatever that you did.
Yeah.
You know, when you actually had more time to commit to it,
Mm-hmm.
was, you know,
I mean, if I weren't also applying for jobs at the same time, I could have done
right?
dedicated projects. Man.
So like, what I'm saying is, you do things more than just the like, be an anime girl on the internet part, and that is important
Well, I appreciate
from what
it.
I've seen.
But I mean, a lot of people do. I mean, I feel like I've been,
True.
if anything, weak on that front. I felt like I was supposed to be promoting this a lot more.
Really, I thought you did it right, but I mean, I don't see everything, you know.
I had no idea. I felt like I should have been like posting like video previews of the model and like doing like, I don't know, man. I feel like, yeah, vibes is big too. Gotta remember the vibes. I feel like I felt like I really dropped the ball on promoting this. I didn't even do like a preview of the song. I literally just like dropped the song last night at 3 a.m.
I mean, I don't know everything as I said, but it seemed fine to me.
Well, I'm touched. Truly. I mean, that's actually really encouraging. I kind of felt for a long time like I just don't really have like the things that it would take to move beyond where I am. I don't have them. You know what I mean? Like I just don't have that in me.
I get what you're saying. I do, and it's kind of relatable
Really?
because I kind of feel the same way
Wait,
sometimes.
really?
But like, yeah, but like, yeah, sure.
Wait, talk to me about that. What do you mean?
Mm, um, I'm not willing necessarily to do whatever it takes to like be successful on stream or anything. Compared to a lot of other streamers.
Like what? Like what's something you don't want to do?
Well, like for example, like let me give an abstract example. Okay, not necessarily related to me, right? But like React slop. Okay,
Mhm.
because it's convenient, right? It's like it's useful. It does
Yeah.
well on the channel, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, but like
Too proud. Too proud.
well, I don't know if it's that, but like singing, sure, fuck it. I could release um an album with Neuro or something if I wanted to, and it could be a big sub goal, and it could drive engagement and whatever. I don't want to do that, partly
Why
because I don't want to
not?
embarrass myself. Okay,
Oh,
but
you mean an
also
album with you singing on it?
yes,
Oh, I was
yes.
like, an album
But
with Neuro
also,
sounds would be great. No,
no, that
I
would be
see.
great, yeah. But so it's partly that, but it's also I mean, it's also partly like I don't really want to tie myself in too much to the Neuro brand.
Yeah.
It's partly that,
No,
but
I see
also
that.
um, like I'm just not willing to do literally everything that it takes, and especially in the past, like promotion and just general stuff that you should be doing as a streamer, I haven't done as well as.
Sponsorships are hard to navigate. I feel like
Yeah, true.
I never know. I feel like to some extent I am sort of leaving money on the table by not like pushing them harder. But I also just
You
feel
are, man.
really weird about it. Like I really like Gamer Subs. This is not me being Corpa. I really like their product. I drank them before they sponsored me. If they didn't sponsor me, I would still drink it. I would still buy it.
Mm-hmm.
I think it tastes better than other similar products on the market, and that's why I get it. But I also feel extremely uncomfortable, like, shilling, and so I mostly don't. Like, I don't post nearly enough about it. I don't do nearly enough. I think I've posted like twice for them. And I feel so bad because like my Gamer Subs dad writes to me like once a week to be like, "Hey Ellie, you're doing great, kid. Just a reminder, we got this promotion coming up if you want to say a word or two about it." And I always think, I'm going to do it, dad. I'm going to make you proud. And then I never do.
So what did you call him?
I called him my Gamer Subs dad.
Okay, just making sure I heard that one correctly. Understood. Well, I mean, he's doing his job, right? He wants you to promote as much as possible. It's best for the business, sure.
Yeah, but it's also best for him.
Yeah, no doubt, right? But like, I mean, the corporate stuff and promotion and sponsorships, it's all good for generating money.
Mhm.
It's generally doesn't really have that much of it. Generally, doesn't really have that much of a use outside of like making money. But as you're not doing VTubing to make money,
No.
then like you should just take it as easy as you want, really.
I'm doing VTubing to make VTubing.
Exactly.
I'm doing VTubing to meet Clint Laidlaw of Clint's Reptiles.
Exactly. Then there's really no need, but sponsorships do make a fuck ton of money.
I know, that is the thing though.
It's not even funny. Chad, I don't think you understand. It's just the money I've turned down.
How much money do you think you've turned down this year?
From specifically sponsorships? So I will say I don't get offered a lot of sponsorships generally because I don't take many sponsorships because I'm really
Concert in 20 minutes.
picky with them. And so like, Mythic, my sponsorship agency, knows not to just give me literally every single sponsorship because they know I'm not going to say yes. But I mean, it's, I don't know, a lot.
Give it to us in digits, orders of magnitude.
Well, it'd be 6 figures probably, but I haven't been offered a lot.
Wow. Yeah, why won't Greg sponsor
Yeah.
you? They should.
They should, right?
What's your dream sponsorship? What's
I
like
just
if
love
you
them.
what?
What's my dream sponsorship?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Greg's would be funny, right? Like,
That would be really funny.
it goes to the brand. Yes, Nvidia. I'd take an Nvidia sponsorship. That'd be so good, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I'm sure there's some others. No doubt. I don't know. I've always wanted, like, if I want to do sponsorships, stuff that integrates well with the content is my dream. Like, please. I would love it. But stuff doesn't always come so easily.
Yeah. Anyone who can send me BLDCs and like beefy batteries and stuff, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Do you have like a
I
dream
can imagine that'd
collab?
be cool.
Do you have anyone who's like, if you could collab with them, that would feel like you'd made it?
Yeah, probably. I don't want to say it though.
Listen, man, I want to be sponsored by PCBWay, but the fact is, I've used Osh Park forever because I'm a trash girl and I like that they're purple, even though they're objectively garbage. Can I get whatever the opposite of a sponsorship is with Osh Park, where I'm not allowed to use them anymore for my own health and safety?
You're banned.
I'm banned. Yeah,
Yeah.
don't use Osh Park. Don't order your PCBs from there. It's really bad. Like 1 in 5 of them doesn't work. They take forever to get them to you. They're expensive, but they are purple.
And you're going to continue to use them.
Yes, sir. Every time.
Great.
Maybe if I was sponsored by PCBWay, then I would have to.
That's the thing. Well, PCBWay, you know what the business email is.
You heard it. Actually, they don't. I don't have a business email.
You don't have a business email?
I
It's
have
like you're not even trying to be a full-time VTuber.
I know. I have the email for my like free time GitHub. And that email is like the email that I used when I set all this up.
Your what?
So like I have a separate email for like all of the projects that I would do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like it's vaguely I do think that you might I don't think you could use it to dox me. But it's not strictly a business email.
I would not share it publicly. How are you?
No, sir.
Not a good idea.
Should I make one then and just forward stuff from there? I don't know, man.
A business email?
PCBWay has purple solder mask now? Ain't no way. Ain't no way. This is a game changer.
Wait a
for me.
second.
This is gonna change everything.
Well, there you go. But yeah, you should probably make a business email. I mean, it takes like 5 minutes, right?
Yeah, wow. Wow. Oh my god, May just sent me a picture of the PCBWay ones, and they're prettier than the Osh Park ones. Like,
Really?
way prettier. Oh my god.
The purple?
Yeah, well dude, I'm gonna send you this image. This is nice. Look at that.
Ooh.
Right?
That does look kind of nice.
Hey PCBWay. Hey PCBWay. I know
that.
I just spent a while talking about how bad I am at actually like selling the stuff that I'm sponsored with, but
Don't include that in the clip. It's fine.
Purple. My dream collab is Clint Laidlaw. I would go to Clint's reptile room in Springvale, Utah, and I would meet him and his beautiful wife Leisha, and I would give a tour of the reptile room. I could even stream it with one of them backpacks, and I could see.
And you're telling me you're choosing robotics over that?
I don't think. I don't think that there is a famous enough I don't think that there is a famous enough VTuber to get that collab. I don't think that's just gonna happen, you know?
It's a ladder. It's a ladder. You don't go straight from VTuber to him, okay? You go from like, some of his friends, some of their friends, and you work your way through. Okay? You don't just jump straight there.
Mm-hmm.
But you need the initial clout and fame first, which is gonna come from you becoming a full-time VTuber.
You have no. I guess you do have a stake in this. Like I could
I do,
build way
absolutely.
more stuff if I didn't
Right?
have another job.
Way more time for robots.
Yeah, I had to take a bunch of time off work to finish this.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Paid work, not unpaid time off, right?
No, yeah, paid time off.
Okay, right. Okay. Make sure you're not losing out on money for this
No,
project.
no, and
Okay,
furthermore,
right. Okay.
furthermore,
Yeah.
Bao does stuff like that. Do you think Bao could get a collab with Clint Laidlaw of Clint's Reptiles?
Fancy, no.
No, I'm asking, do you think Bao could?
Yeah, I'm saying it depends who she knows. I don't know. But when's the Bao collab?
I don't. I mean, technically tonight.
Wait, what's happening tonight?
We're both in this concert.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, I mean,
Oh, that's the
we'll count it,
Nyanya
half credit.
Binyanya thing, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't count.
That's weird. I've never heard someone else say her name out loud. I've only ever heard her say her name out loud, and hearing it in the not like Nyanya Binyanya voice was really weird.
I didn't know how to pronounce it, to be fair. I assumed that was close enough. I wasn't going to do the voice,
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have.
Thought about it, but... Fair.
Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. But yeah, no, I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really know. Like, it's weird because, like, someone's content meaning a lot to you doesn't necessarily mean you'd actually have a lot to say to them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, I don't know. Like, I've talked about, like, yeah, like, Bao's songs especially mean the world to me. And, like, yeah, her streams are, like, my comfort media, and I love it. And I love watching her. But that doesn't actually mean that, like, if I talk to her, I would have anything useful or helpful to say. You know?
Yeah, that's fair.
And so, like, I feel like I'd just be weird, honestly. I feel like I would just probably be weird. So, like,
Never
I don't
meet
know,
your
man.
heroes.
Huh? Don't meet your heroes.
Never meet your heroes.
Well, it's not because I think she would disappoint me. It's just because I think that, like, I wouldn't really have anything to say except, like, hi, nice job. That's it.
Well, we'll find out how it goes once you become a full-time VTuber and inevitably do a collab with her.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, I know, I'm collabing with her tonight, remember?
It doesn't count.
What? That doesn't count?
It doesn't count.
On what planet? Dude, that totally counts.
Are you going to be in a voice call with her?
No.
Doesn't count.
But, I mean... I think it should count.
Eric Bartender gifted a tier 1 sub to Minute Jade. They have given 54 gift subs in the channel.
It's like saying I collabed with insert.
No, you have to say it.
I didn't really want to say it. Okay, I was on the VTuber Awards, as was other VTubers. It's like saying I collabed with them.
Yeah, I think
just
you
because
did.
we were both on the VTuber Awards. What?
Yeah, this is the thing. It's like the thing. You have as many standards for like what you do in the real world. Like, okay, when you talk about what you do VTubing in the real world, you feel fine lying about it and stretching the truth. I don't, because
absolutely.
I'm a real world person, right? But
what do you mean I'm not a real world person? What does that mean?
No, this is like your full thing. This is like your full job. So you don't want to lie about what you do here. You have to be honest about your collabs here. But you don't have to be honest in the real world. I have to be honest in the real world, but I can stretch the truth on collabs.
I'm not 100% sure about this logic, but I'll give it to you.
Thank you. What?
Yeah, that's
Lena wants to hang out with me. Hey, Lena, hang out with me. I think you rock.
Deal.
Hang out if you want.
Success.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Good job.
Cooking together. She deserves better than that. You know what I've eaten today? I had a cold can of beans. I didn't even use a spoon. I just opened it and drank it.
You are fucking with us, right?
No.
You know, on that salary, yeah, it makes sense.
Shut up! Shut up!
No, that's insane though. What are you doing, man?
I don't know, man. I never learned. I just never
You couldn't
learned.
afford the $30 lunch.
I'm not gonna pay $30 every day. And even if you eat cheaply, you're gonna be like, I don't know, 15 at
Cat,
least. And I'm not
this
gonna
is so
pay
sad.
$15 every day. I
Can
would
we get
much
5
rather
gifted
just
so that Ellie can afford to buy lunch?
disappear into the bathroom for a minute, chug a can of beans, and come back.
The bathroom?
Well, I'm not gonna chug beans where my coworkers can see.
No. No. Ellie, no. Ellie, no. Ellie, no, no, no. Ellie.
They would fire me.
You were trying to buy me lunch coupons. You went to the bathroom to eat a cold can of beans with a spoon.
Well, usually I wouldn't have a spoon at work.
Right, so you just chugged it straight out of the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's like one other girl who works on my floor. The odds of her coming in and seeing it are very low.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense.
Mhm.
But still, buy some lunch, please.
Honestly, it wouldn't be better than beans.
In beans in the bathroom? It would be.
I too would prefer to not have to eat my beans in the bathroom, but unfortunately, the world is not progressive enough to accept me as I am.
Why not just don't they have like a cafeteria there?
Yeah, they have a cafeteria and they have food there.
Isn't it free?
It's free, but then you have to go and sit with someone.
2,801
Oh.
gifted a tier 1 sub to Choffers.
Man. Okay, you would rather go to the bathroom to drink your cold can of beans than go to the very nice, fancy,
Famously nice.
all-inclusive cafeteria.
Mm-hmm. I went there the first few days, but then everyone was like, "Oh, you're new, sit here." And then after that, they stopped saying that, and then I didn't know where to sit, and I didn't know if I was allowed to keep sitting with them, so I just drank my beans in the bathroom.
I'm so sorry. You should make friends with your coworkers and sit and eat lunch with them.
Noctusumbra
I've been
07
trying.
gifted a tier 1
I don't
sub
really
to
know
the underscore greatest underscore
how?
bushik.
That sounds sad. Listen, I'm like a nice person to work with. You know, I work hard, I'm nice, I ask you about your weekend. I just don't really know how to move to the point where I could sit at your lunch table.
Well, literally just ask. Like, what? No one's gonna be like, no, go to the bathroom and drink your beans.
You don't know that! It's weird, it's weird. It feels
do.
like child behavior to walk
lunch.
up and be like, "Hi, I'm Ellie. What's your name? Can I be your friend? Can I sit at your lunch
Well,
table?"
Yeah, that's why you don't approach it quite like that,
How
you know?
do you
But it's
approach
like,
it then?
I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah?
Let's go for the
You don't ask if you want to be friends, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But like,
Well,
but
then
there's
how
really
do
no
you
need to
find
go to the
out?
bathroom. Can I sit here?
You just shuffle up, eyes down, bags under your eyes,
No,
in your
not
turtle
eyes
hoodie, and you're
down.
just like, "Can I sit here?" That sounds menacing,
Presumably-
dude. That sounds like a
Presumably
threat.
some of these people you already know as well, right? Like you must recognize some of them know your name.
Yeah.
You know some of their names. Yeah. So you're already acquaintances.
Mhm.
So it's not that weird to be like, can I sit here? You know?
Do you not get a lunch break at your job?
So our lunch break is completely optional and flexible. So like you can take it whenever, but
Okay.
yeah, you don't. It's not
For
like it's
NYC
mandated.
lunch.
So you know, I don't know. They like that I work so much.
they like that you work so much. Your
Yeah.
employers.
Mhm.
I mean, that makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
But you
Quote,
should
I am not an
still take
anxious
your lunch
person,
break.
Ellie 2025.
Well, do you? Do you take a lunch break?
I don't work.
You don't take a
for-
lunch break, do you?
Sometimes I do, actually.
Mm,
Today, well, I mean,
Yeah, you don't, do you?
no, I do. No, I do take lunch breaks. I do take lunch breaks, actually. Normally, what I do is I will get lunch and I will watch an episode of a show on Netflix while I eat, and that's my lunch break. So I do take lunch breaks, actually.
I'll support
You
off
guys are
Hypertrain
going
for a
crazy, by
Twinkle
the way.
Pop
Thank
Cute
you so
streamer.
much. Thank you so much, everybody. I didn't even. Oh my god, I have not been thanking you all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, everybody. IDM specifically, thank you always. Thank you so much.
Do you know why they're paying you?
What?
It's to give you the confidence to sit next to your coworkers for lunch and not eat beans in the bathroom.
If you
I
shotgun
don't
a
know,
can of beans
dude.
in front of everyone, you will become an
If it's
instant
that
legend.
important to you, I'll give it
Urban of
another
folk,
shot.
Let time tell.
It's that important to everyone here. I can assure you that everyone feels very strongly about this.
This is what I did in high school too. I just wasn't sure how
Sit
to
down
sit with
next
people
High
in the
someone
lunchroom,
you
so
know.
I just
No task.
I just sat in the
Task
library every
completed.
day.
Likely
and
they'll
pretended
talk.
I
Okay,
had a
library's
study.
better.
Yeah.
Okay, library's okay, but friends? Where are your friends?
Where are my
Had
friends?
friends?
Well, I made friends
Where
in
you had
college,
friends?
and then I
Yeah.
would sit with them, and then if they weren't around, I would just keep beans in my backpack
The backup can of beans in case your friends weren't around.
in case my friends weren't in the lunchroom.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's yep, that's unfortunate. Actually.
You ever? I mean, listen. The beans aren't the sad part. It's the bathroom part, right?
Ellie,
The
fetched
beans
singer paycheck
amplify
on
the
Tuesday.
sadness by a fair
Also,
amount, I'll
Ellie,
be honest with you.
sneak some
You've never
foil
just
to
had,
chug
like,
a can of beans.
Room temp beans,
Legitimately, never in my life.
but you're British.
Yes.
Y'all love beans over there.
We do
Y'all put them
consume
on
a...
potatoes and stuff.
That's true. We do that, yeah.
Ain't no way.
I'm not gonna eat them cold out of a can.
It's not.
and especially without a spoon, I'm not gonna chug. It's so bad. That's so bad.
Are you picturing it?
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate. It really is.
It's not the kind that comes in just like the bean water. It's the kind that comes in the sauce.
In the bathroom.
I'm not just drinking the salty bean water.
Ellie. You can sit with your coworkers. You're
Concert
an
in
adult
2
now.
minutes.
I'm gonna assume you weren't in high school, so you can,
That's
you can
such
figure it out. You'll figure it out.
Were you an adult in high school? Guys, what's Nyanya's Twitch? What's Nyanya's Twitch? Because I can't find it. I keep searching Nyanya and I don't know what it is. All I can find is Meowie Banana, and this is gonna kill me. This is gonna kill me, dude. Hey, there it is.
You got it.
Yeah, eventually. Thank God for
Extremely
mods, dude.
optimistic
Thank
that
God.
you'll hear this, but the concert does start in less than 2
Mm.
minutes.
What's your plan? I don't want to keep you forever.
Oh, so I
You
mean,
got a concert or something?
I was gonna raid in to the concert.
Please use the
I know
Okay.
Fillian's hosting it, and I know that So I'm not sure if I can just raid Fillian and that'll handle it or not. I don't know.
I assume you could
Because Nyanya's
raid
not
whoever
live
you
yet.
wanted. You contractually obligated to raid them. I mean,
Well, I mean, it seems like best practices. Like, I'm in this
We
concert
believe
she
in you,
yeah,
planned.
no,
I
Leslie.
sure.
should
Yeah.
rate it,
No,
right?
Friends.
That's fair, but raid. Yeah, sure, raid whoever.
Wait, did you want me to raid you? I can. I'm sorry.
No.
You aren't
No.
at school.
No.
They are
No,
comics
you
used
misinterpreted that
wherever you
one.
want,
No,
even if
I'm
they
not
didn't
saying
want
that.
you to.
No, I'm saying
Insane. They will be professional
like you
about
can raid
it.
Philly and that's totally fine. I would assume, or you can raid. Yeah. Do not raid me, please. I will unfollow or something.
What? He would unfollow! You'd unfollow me for that.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Sorry, that's not what I was asking. No.
Wait, what did you... What were you asking then?
Well, no, it's just you seemed confused as to if you could raid Philly or not. I was like, yes.
Oh.
Raid whoever, you know. Raid Nyanya. Raid Philly.
Yeah,
Raid
Nyanya just went live.
XQC, man. Like,
So,
yeah.
God, dude,
sounds
I'm
good.
so nervous about this. My first collab with Bao. Now I'm mostly just
sure
saying it
you'll
to bother
do great.
you. Yeah, no, there are a lot of cool people. Issa's gonna be there.
Ooh,
Yeah, right? Right? This
very cool.
this big. My favorite was when Yanya came on here to promote the concert. She was like, Mari _yen.
Underscore Yen? No way.
Right? No way.
The Mari underscore Yen?
The Mari _yen.
The Twitch.tv/Mari underscore Yen?
The Ellie _minibot. The Vedhole987.
To be fair, I think that is how she says it, to be fair.
I love that.
I don't know.
I love that. That's
That's
so
good.
cute.
That's good. I do like it too.
Yeah, my real collab. So anyway, Vettel, I'd love to keep hanging out. Always a good time, but I gotta
Yeah, no problem.
I gotta go have my first collab with
Enjoy your first collab with Bao.
Billion
Yeah.
and Issa.
Have a good time.
Yeah, I will. Thank you so much for hanging out, man.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me. And enjoy. See you later.
Heck yeah. Okay, well, wait, how do we raid? Now I have to type it again. This is so hard. It's so hard to type stuff.
Of course.
There we go. Okay. Special event. Let's go, everybody. Go see me collab with Bao. Thanks again, dude. And thank you, everyone. This was a crazy and incredible day. And it's meant the world to me. I did not expect it to go this well. Thank you.
Anytime. Congratulations again.
Thanks. Okay, bye everybody. I'll see you in the collab.
Good job.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you.
that was cool.
That was cool. That was crazy cool, dude.
Yeah, are we still live? We are still live, aren't we?
Oh shoot, yeah, maybe. It worked though. The raid went through. I'm always nervous about it not going through.
Yeah, it looks like it worked.
Oh, nice.
What's up,
Okay.
chat?